Hello everyone, what is going on back today? EVER-TASTIC Gaming, we are live streaming Nintendo Direct March 8th, 2018. So just now, it's been a pleasure while. Let me get out of this real quick. So, just now, I've been, at least, hit the button when I'm using my body. So, just now, let's just see if I'm already live. Yeah, I think I can't go back now. So, too late for stopping it. So, just now, let me double check because I can't see, any of you guys in the chat right now. So, let me at least pull it up so that I can see. Alright, so I'm going back to my video just to take a look at that. I'm live streaming this. So we are gonna go in and start to wait until it starts at 2 p.m. because somehow we wanna make sure we wait for that somehow. For the record start, let me check something real quick. So wanted to keep this straight. So in case you guys are watching, let me fix my tripod real quick. Okay, should be looking okay. So if it looks fine, you guys just let me know in the chat. It's okay. If you're watching my stream, making sure you hit the EVER-TASTIC like button and just to share, subscribe. If you're interested in whatsoever Nintendo is brought you in whatsoever the game's about to be coming up next. So we might at least check it out. So I saw that Nintendo so far been doing Super Mario Maker, Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. That is at least coming out in the Nintendo WC whatsoever stand for. Well, at least that is the 2017 final. And I heard because somehow Nintendo is making a new boss card, and it's called Laboo. And somehow it's a cool toy concept of whatsoever they do because somehow you have to go and craft a box and just to go ahead and make it with a Laboo because something like a cool way whatsoever you're doing because anyhow we're just gonna start to wait until Nintendo is doing something because we could just talk and discuss a lot more about Nintendo Direct so far. So just to make sure I at least pull that up a little bit more. So if you guys are in the chat right now, watch me. Let me hear your prediction of whatsoever Nintendo is giving up next and whatsoever what videos I can go do for the future. Because I know I've been waiting for my moment on next week Kirby Star Allies, so we're still waiting for that. And just now it's just giving some time to load, so at least just to give it some time. We should be okay by now. And for the record start, so welcome to it. So we only see that one people that are watching the stream, so now on. Alright, so now that we're waiting, I'm gonna go on ahead and do a quick restroom, so I won't be long. So let me see if we got that there. Alright, you guys, I just came back, so just now, let me, just double look real quick. So, whatsoever, I need to, know whatsoever how much time to start, so let's just, let me look for it. So, I'm gonna, at least start pressing back, and go back to right, and just, double check and see, because, I'm just looking, I don't see, any, suggestion why Nintendo disabled the stream. So, but we can't go and see everybody's chat, but don't matter much. So just now, if you have anything to chat me along, let me know in the stream or what in the chat. I mean, I'm sorry, and just ask questions or feel free to. So just now, just say anything what you want. All right. So what you're most excited about, whatsoever you at least waiting for your best moment. All right. So just now, let's just see. So it's supposed to be starting at 2 p.m. So we're still waiting for that. Cause I could tell I'm sorry because it's almost morning. So let me do something real quick. I have to turn the curtain. So see, because I got sunshade. Alright, because it should be starting any minute. So oh, hello Basilio Alonso family, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you have a good afternoon. Making sure if you're here, making sure you EVER-TASTIC, like, subscribe, and share. All right, because somehow we really appreciate of you becoming EVER-TASTIC and awesome, and just to stay active. Because so sooner enough, well, he said, when can you get that cartoon? When could I get that cartoon? I don't know for sure because I pretty much got the cartoon on the app. Well, somewhere. Are you talking about my profile or? Oh wait, Lightning Ninja X. Oh something Lightning Ninja. How's it going, man? Thanks for coming. We are just waiting until they announce it on 2 p.m. So sooner. Let me chat. Are they live right now? Okay, but they don't live until 2 hours, so at least we had to just wait until 2 hours. Alright, you know what? So, glad to be there. Glad to be here. Alright, this is you're most excited to be here? Oh, okay. Well, it takes like 2 hours to wait because somehow we had to wait until 5 p.m. Alright, well, I thought we were supposed to be here till 2 p.m. until it ends at 5, but somehow, yeah, it don't seem to start yet. It don't seem to start, but you know what, guys? In case we're live streaming, let's just take a look at what so far Nintendo is doing today. So, what are you most excited about? What do you want to watch? Alright, so in case we're waiting until 5 p.m. to come into the stream, what do you want to watch? So we can watch Nintendo Direct February 14, 2013. What's there? They had something for new localized games coming out in the past. So at least in the future, we might as well wait and see what we got. Oh, they got Luigi Mansion 2 on the 3DS. I have not noticed that. Let's take a look at that. Say we're here live in this. Let's just look, okay? Cause so for starter, because we have not seen Luigi Mansion 2. So is it old or is it brand new? Let's just double look. Alright, so let's just at least play it. Let's just see how it's good or not. So at least I see a video. Oh, you saw my videos? Oh, that's good for you, Basilio Alonso family. Thank you for checking out my videos. We appreciate it much a lot to me. Okay, so you know what? Oh, Puppet Master, you missed me? Okay, I miss you too. Thank you for coming. Okay, because man, have we not hit EVER-TASTIC like yet, you guys? Make sure you do because somehow we almost reached 3 to 2 likes. So I really want you guys to keep up with the EVER-TASTIC like scoring, alright? In case you're enjoying my stream. So if you want to make your donation, just feel free to just hit that I that says from EVER-TASTIC Gaming and just make your donation right now if you are watching it. So just now we should be here in a while, just streaming and all, and we'll just wait until 5 p.m. So just now it doesn't at least start yet. So just now this is Luigi Mansion 2 that we are looking at. All right. Okay, and this is brought to you by Nintendo 3DS, of course. So at least let's just see. So that's already over. Let's just look at something else. So we already seen that. Because when did that publish? Oh, that game's back old. It's that Luigi Mansion 2 is not happening. Okay, well I get the point. So what can we watch? All right. So let's see. Puppet Master Ed, you are a good man. Of course I am. What my else you might be? A good person or a good lady or whatsoever you might be. So it can be a female or a male. It don't matter much to me. Let's see. Okay, because we can check out with the old Nintendo Direct. All right, you can check out that in case the it comes out on 5 p.m. and we're waiting for that to come. So at least it doesn't appear to be out yet. So let's just watch this. So in case you guys are watching this, I'm gonna go and get the doors. So just to make sure my twin comes.
Hello, everyone.
So just know we can at least stay a while and watch this.
About why I am wearing this hat. As you can
We're gonna check out with the old Nintendo Direct.
Mario's twin brother.
In case the comes out at 5 p.m. So you guys will be participating on watching that.
Appeared in the Mario Brothers arcade game.
Oh, I really want Smash Bros for the Switch.
On July 14th,
I have that for the Wii U, of course, because my friends used to have Smash Bros on the GameCube and the Wii, and we played that a very long time ago.
One day before
That was back like
in Japan.
20 years ago, I think, or I don't know how many past years it flows.
But most often
So
in a supporting role. Even though he has appeared in so many games, he is still timid after all these years. We have several games featuring Luigi that we released in 2013, so we like to call it the Year of Luigi. The game that will kick off the Year of Luigi is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Ever since he first appeared in 1983, Luigi has been a great partner and rival for Mario. 18 years after his first appearance, he finally starred in Luigi's Mansion in 2001 for GameCube, his very own game. In order to rescue Mario, Luigi searched through a haunted mansion with his ghost-sucking vacuum, the poltergeist. Despite his great performance in that game, Luigi soon returned to his sidekick role. All these years after his leading debut, this great supporting actor is finally getting another shot in the limelight. Today, Mr. Miyamoto, who created Mario and Luigi and is the producer on this new game, would like to discuss the game with you. Come to think of it, this is the first appearance in Nintendo Direct for Mr. Miyamoto as well. Please take a look.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto from Nintendo. Today I'd like to talk to you in a bit more detail about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which is scheduled for release on March 24th. Let's see. It must be 12 years now since we made the original Luigi's Mansion. When we first made it, and ever since, I've wanted to see the game in 3D. Using Nintendo 3DS really makes it feel as if there's depth to the rooms of the mansion, and as if Luigi is actually in them, really giving it the sense that this world actually exists. You play this game by exploring the dark mansion with just a lone flashlight to rely on. Exploring these long, dark corridors, and looking up and down as you climb these dark stairs. You need to look and investigate yourself as you go along. Creating an atmosphere that feels as if ghosts could appear from anywhere as you walk through the mansion, adding immersive realism to the lighting and shadows. The developers for Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon paid a great deal of attention to this type of presentation. I hope you will appreciate the efforts and also enjoy the immersion of the 3D visuals when you play the game. This time, along with your flashlight, you'll also carry the poltergust with you, just like the last game. Although this time, the poltergust has received a lot of improvements. You can still use it to suck in lots of ghosts like before, but now you can also suck in lots of other things too. You also need to use the poltergust to solve puzzles around the mansion. For example, sucking things in like this, or using it to spin a ceiling fan around, sucking up a bucket so you can fill it with water, or sucking up a ball before blowing it away. You can even fill a balloon up with air to carry you up or down. Puzzles like these will be the key to making your way through the mansion. Please try using it in lots of different ways. In addition to the strobe bulb, the poltergust is also now fitted with a brand new dark light device. This dark light device is capable of finding items that have disappeared. The game is filled with lots of interesting puzzles. You'll need to solve using this dark light to progress. If you try to suck up too much or something too big with an actual vacuum cleaner, it's a lot of work cleaning up the mess afterwards. But this is a video game, so you can just keep on sucking in as much as you want. And this time, there are a number of different mansions to explore, and each one has something unique about it. You'll encounter things like stairs and clocks that are haunted by ghosts, and the boss ghosts that have haunted each of the mansions are all very distinct. Each mansion also has all kinds of obstacles and traps set by the ghosts for you. These are really fun. Now I can finally tell you about how you actually fight with the ghosts. This time, before you can suck in a ghost, you'll need to stun them with the strobe bulb. It's a new move we added in this game. The rhythm and action of stunning them first before sucking them up and reeling them in as if you were fishing gives a really fresh feeling to fighting the ghosts. But the ghosts won't let themselves get caught so easily. Some ghosts will use objects to block the light from the strobe bulb. Some are even wearing sunglasses. And some will attack you from behind. You'll also need to hunt out poltergeists and ghosts which have possessed objects. And of course, boos also make an appearance. There are lots of different kinds of ghosts in the game. So the last one I'd like to show you is this dog. He's a little ghost dog. He seems to love gold and will run off with anything made of it. In order to chase after this dog, you'll need to use the dark light device to follow his footprints. You'll be able to see exactly what he gets up to when you play the game yourself. After listening to my explanation, you might wonder if Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon and its mansions don't make this a scary horror game. But it is, instead, more of a light-hearted game based around funny interactions with all the comical ghosts. There's so many things you can do in the game, so there are quite a few controls to remember. But they are all pretty natural and intuitive. Learning them all is actually one of the fun things about the game. I hope when you play the game, you will be able to imagine yourself as Luigi and immerse yourself in this haunted mansion as if it were really there, and just have fun sucking everything up with the poltergust. I really hope you will enjoy this game and all of its playful ghosts.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto. I'd like to share with you some information on the new multiplayer modes that we will be introducing in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. This mode supports up to 4 players and lets them play cooperatively as they climb up a tower called the Skyscraper. In addition to local wireless play and download play, the game also supports online play. All of the players will take the role of Luigi and will use the Poltergust 5000, strobe, and dark light to progress just like in the main game. Players can work together to defeat all the ghosts on each floor in Hunter mode. Escape each floor within the time limit in Climber mode. and search for hidden ghost dogs in Chaser mode. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon will be released on March 24th. Now for our next title. First, please take a look at this. Luigi is sleeping very soundly, isn't he? We are just about to show off his great performance in this game. So why is he sleeping? Let's play a trick on him. As you may have guessed, this video is from a new installment in a Mario and Luigi series of role-playing games. In this game for Nintendo 3DS, Luigi's dream acts as the setting for the game. As you saw in the video, sometimes the player must touch Luigi's face as he sleeps to solve puzzles. Or have multiple Luigi characters appear in battle to defeat swarming enemies. Of course, as with the previous games in the series, Mario will also be involved. Since it's only a dream, Luigi can be powerful, brave hero in this game. The title of this game is Mario and Luigi Dream Team, and it will be released this summer. We'll have more details on this game soon, so please stay tuned. In the next game I'm about to discuss, Luigi may not be the main character, but he is one of the main characters. We are developing a new Mario Golf game for Nintendo 3DS. It includes deep golf gameplay that those familiar with the sport will appreciate, but also straightforward controls that anyone can enjoy. The game features a wide range of golf courses, from traditional designs to those inspired by Mario's world, as well as many familiar faces and game mechanics. The developer Camelot has deep knowledge of golf that they are applying to this game and are working really hard on the course design, controls, and the series trademark super shots. We also plan to launch this game this summer, so please look forward to more information soon. Next, I'd like you to take a look at this. Since we are declaring that 2013 is the year of Luigi, I think we need to show this as well. It's a Wii U game I'd like to share with you. In fact, this downloadable content for New Super Mario Bros. U will change the existing 80+ courses into all new courses. By using this design, we are currently developing a new adventure starring Luigi called New Super Luigi U. Because his brother is not appearing in this game, Brothers is excluded from the title. This will be large-scale downloadable content, which is similar to the development of full software, so it will take some time. This is coming to the Wii U eShop in this year of Luigi. Today, I have some additional news about Wii U that pertains to one of our well-known characters that dresses in green. He might like the same color as Luigi, but I'm actually talking about Link. In Miiverse on Wii U, communities have been created for games that have already been released, and users have freely shared their experiences regarding already released games, but there are no communities for unreleased games. Therefore, there has been no community available for users to discuss The Legend of Zelda or the 2 new games in the series that we announced in our last Nintendo Direct. We really appreciate the enthusiasm of the Zelda fans, and at the same time, we thought it would be nice to create a place to freely discuss the series, so I asked our development team for their help. They are going to create a Miiverse community for The Legend of Zelda that will be available today. Mr. Anoma may make an appearance from time to time, so please welcome him if you happen to see him. I hope that through the games I have just shared, you now all can see how 2013 will truly be the year of Luigi. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you, Mr. Iwata, and hi everyone. This is Bill from the Nintendo Treehouse. Fire Emblem Awakening released 10 days ago to rave reviews. If you're considering purchasing it, now is the time to do so, because the first of many downloadable maps is available free of charge for only 3 more weeks. Get it before March 6th, because that's when the free offer ends and the price changes to $2.50. On that same date, the price of the first map pack will also change from $4 to $6 for the first 3 maps, so acting fast is to your advantage. New downloadable content will continue to become available for Fire Emblem Awakening in the weeks and months ahead, including today, when 2 new downloadable maps are available for purchase in-game at the Outrealm gate on your world map. Champions of Yore 3 is available for $2.50. It features the same basic terrain layout as the free downloadable map, but a different story and a different challenge as you battle against legendary characters such as Marth, Roy, and Ike. If you've already purchased the Champions of Yore map pack, you'll be able to access this new map in-game today. From it, you will earn a new playable character named Micaiah, and can also earn a special skill that will increase all of a character's stats by 2 points. The Golden Gaff is also available today for $2.50. It is the first in a second set of maps, and this second pack of free maps can be purchased now for $6. The Golden Gaff pits you against a group of very wealthy enemies, and is a great way to earn a lot of gold that can then be brought back to your main game and used to purchase more powerful items. In coming weeks, there will be more downloadable maps with more playable characters, new class types, and other benefits you'll be able to bring back to the single-player game. Fire Emblem Awakening offers many different ways to extend your play, whether it's through new maps, items, and other content delivered regularly via Spot Pass, the new downloadable maps and map packs, Street Pass battles against other players, or simple but fun multiplayer. If you don't already have the game, the quickest and easiest way to get it is to go to Nintendo eShop to purchase it. And by downloading the game, there's no cartridge to potentially lose. If you already have it, you may receive a special swap note from someone close to the game. Fire Emblem Awakening is one of the first great Nintendo 3DS games of 2013, and you really don't want to miss it. But there's a lot more coming. We know many of you are eagerly awaiting Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I'm pleased to say that the wait is almost over. We're working hard at completing the North American version of the game, and you'll be able to play it in just a few short months. The development team considers this to be the definitive version of Animal Crossing, and they have done a tremendous job of both adding new features as well as making general improvements across the entire game to make this Animal Crossing spring to life in ways that feel new and fresh. It starts the moment you arrive in town by train, when you are quickly appointed mayor. After a short briefing at City Hall and your first big decision, deciding where you want to build your house, your new Animal Crossing life will start. And you can start your new life however you like. The first and only thing you have to complete is a simple one: planting a memorial tree in the town plaza. You're the boss now, so no more doing chores for Tom Nook. You can meet the animal citizens of your town at your own leisure, and instead focus on jumping right in to shaping and customizing your town the way you like. Your house is one of the first places you'll start customizing your town, and since your initial loan is much smaller this time, you'll be able to pay off your first house and begin planning your first remodel much more quickly. And now, you can customize the outside of your house for the first time too. Add a hedge, change a door, or make the roof look like a Japanese castle. There are many ways to make your house stand out. When you do decide to meet your animal neighbors, you might find some new species living in town. And you'll find some of your favorite familiar characters have set up shop in the new Main Street shopping area across the tracks. You'll spend much less time running around from place to place, and instead, you can get all your errands done at once. And you'll even find getting those errands done to be much more convenient with the handy touchscreen interface. You'll also come across Happy Home Showcase, a street of model homes. This is where you can see the homes of players you've connected with via Street Pass. It is just one of the many ways to share your home and your town with others, including a new feature added just for the North American release of the game. But we'll need more time than we have today to talk about the game's online and wireless connectivity features, so stay tuned for more details closer to launch. We've already talked about the enhanced fashion choices and custom designs in Animal Crossing New Leaf, and now the fashion sense of Animal Crossing is branching out into another game with roots in fashion: style-savvy trendsetters. Unique Animal Crossing-inspired fashions are coming to style-savvy trendsetters today, with the new Gracie Grace line of clothes. You can use these new fashions when coordinating your character's outfit in the game, which, of course, will also be visible in your online shop. And there will be more new fashions coming to Style Savvy via Spot Pass in the coming months, including in-game fashions based on the popular Japanese brand Liz Lisa. For some of you, Style Savvy may be a great way to spend your time between now and when Animal Crossing launches. There are 2 demos available on the Nintendo eShop, and the game itself can be purchased there as well. You can give it a try, or you can give it as a gift for Valentine's Day. Our friends at TT Games have finished work on LEGO City Undercover, and it will be coming to Wii U on March 18th. It is the next defining experience on Wii U, and one that you do not want to miss. This week we're showing some areas of the game that we haven't revealed yet, showcasing the LEGO City Airport, King's Court, and Paradise Sands. I could go on and on about LEGO City, because it brings a new kind of experience to Wii U, and brings a very welcome new perspective to open world gaming, one that is fun for both kids and adults. LEGO City is also coming to Nintendo 3DS in the form of LEGO City Undercover: The Chase Begins, launching on April 21st. It lets you bring the exciting world of LEGO City with you wherever you go, and in that world, you'll see your favorite LEGO City vehicles and playsets come to life as you help Chase McCain prove himself in his first case as a rookie cop. LEGO City Undercover: The Chase Begins is an entirely different game with its own unique missions. It's set in the same world as LEGO City Undercover for Wii U, but has a different storyline set 2 years before the events of the Wii U game. I encourage you to give both LEGO City games a try this spring. I know some of you have been enjoying Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge on Wii U, the definitive version of Team Ninja's latest action-packed adventure. We recently released a game update that activated new playable characters such as Kasumi from the Dead or Alive series. And there's another content-packed update on the way. This one is coming later this month and includes 1 new costume each for Ryu Hayabusa, Ayane, Momiji, and Kasumi, as well as 25 new ninja trial missions. Best of all, the update is free to everyone who owns the game, so there's no reason not to get it. Late last year, we announced that Wii Street U powered by Google would soon be coming to Wii U, and I'm pleased to announce it is now available as a free download in the Wii U eShop. The Wii U gamepad's motion controls make it easy to look around and view a scene from any direction, recreating that location right in your living room, whether you're looking at Nintendo's headquarters or a tropical reef. It's another example of how the Wii U gamepad can be used to make existing services and applications more convenient, more intuitive, and more fun. We hope you'll take some time to try it out and see how peering through the gamepad screen can help you take a 360-degree virtual tour of your favorite city without having to leave your living room. Now, let's take a look at a few games coming soon to the Nintendo eShop. Last year we confirmed that a new downloadable title called Harmonite would soon be coming to Nintendo 3DS. The game is made by Game Freak, the developers of the Pokémon series, and in their time spent working on this beloved franchise, the team at Game Freak has cultivated a unique knack for creating easy-to-play but deeply rich games. Harmonite is no different, creating a unique experience where your actions create the very rhythms and harmonies of the music. In this game, you'll beat levels using essentially two simple actions, attacking and jumping. Collecting music notes and beating enemies with the right timing adds richness and depth to the harmony, which provides incentive for playing through levels more than once. More than 50 levels across 8 worlds blend a symphony of instruments across multiple musical themes, from marches to rock. And there are hidden advanced ways to play, such as speed modes that can be unlocked after earning a high enough score. You'll also be able to challenge your skills against pieces of music like this one, which only Game Freak could provide as a bonus track. Harmonite will be available for purchase in the Nintendo 3DS eShop on March 28th, and will have a demo in the eShop on March 14th. Our next game has a title as unique as its gameplay. It's called Kersploosh, and the name says it all. You want to be one with the stone from the toss to the splash on its journey down the well. You'll have to navigate your way down the well, dodging obstacles along the way. Obstacles like donuts, pizzas, cookies, and more. Different stones have different properties, and different wells have different paths. You want to master them all as you embrace the challenge of achieving that final spectacular splash as quickly as you can. Look for it in the eShop on March 7th. If you're a fan of action puzzle gameplay, especially the kind of action puzzle gameplay that features Mario and Donkey Kong, then we've got good news for you. Mario and Donkey Kong Minis on the Move is coming to the Nintendo 3DS eShop soon. It completely reimagines what you've come to expect from the series, introducing puzzles where you're racing against the clock to create paths and get the mini Marios to the goal. The game will feature multiple puzzle modes based on the same core concept, as well as unlockable mini-games. You want to learn each mode and then master the puzzles, which will help turn you into an expert puzzle creator yourself, as the game will include a robust system for creating and sharing your own puzzle content. We'll have more information to share in the coming weeks, so keep visiting the Nintendo eShop to stay on top of the latest details. Last year, we launched Dylan's Rolling Western for the Nintendo 3DS eShop. Well, Dylan's headed back to the eShop in a sequel planned for release soon called Dylan's Rolling Western: The Last Ranger. Like the first game, this is an action tower defense game which combines the strategy elements of Dylan defeating enemies with weapon emplacements that players can deploy around the map, and the action elements of Dylan directly attacking opponents with flashy action moves like rolling attacks and claw slashes. New to The Last Ranger, Dylan can recruit new allies by battling and defeating them throughout the game. There's the strong but greedy lizard gunman Gallo, the foolish but powerful bear Boone, and the mysterious squid assassin from the East Sea, Nomad. In addition to keeping villages safe from harm from the waves of approaching enemies, Dylan must also now protect a train that moves throughout each of the game's main stages. Players now have more strategic options to consider, but can share tips on how to clear stages with others via Street Pass. This game is sure to satisfy fans of the original Dylan's Rolling Western, but it's also a great place to jump in and see what this unique series and its memorable main character are all about. Dylan's Rolling Western: The Last Ranger will be available in the Nintendo eShop on April 11th. If you prefer to spend some time with classic games from the past, we have 2 upcoming launches for the Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console that you won't want to miss. Harvest Moon and Legend of the River King from Natsume will both be available in the Nintendo eShop in the coming months. Both games originally made their debut on the Game Boy Color and join an assortment of nearly 70 classic games that you can download and play on your Nintendo 3DS. As you can see, the release schedule for the Nintendo 3DS eShop is busy in the coming months. And if you haven't visited the eShop recently, or don't yet have a Nintendo 3DS, we're kicking off 2 new promotions that will give you a good reason to check out everything it has to offer. For our first promotion, get Super Mario 3D Land or one of these 5 Nintendo 3DS games for free if you buy and register a Nintendo 3DS XL system and either Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity between March 21st and April 30th. Our next promotion, which starts today, puts select eShop games on sale. Here's the full list of participating games. We already covered the Nintendo 3DS eShop, but Wii U has its own eShop, and it is the place to go to download full retail games, unique digital indie games, virtual console games, new online services, and new downloadable content for games like Assassin's Creed 3 and Just Dance 4. And for owners of the Wii U Deluxe set, remember that you have a very special incentive for buying content on the Wii U eShop. For every purchase you make, you'll automatically earn 10% back in points you can use towards the purchase of any other digital content. What this means is you could purchase any 2 full games for $59.99, like Zombie U and New Super Mario Bros. U, and earn enough points to get Mighty Switch Force Hyperdrive Edition at no cost. That's a great deal. This all happens automatically for Deluxe Set owners and at no additional charge. All you need to do is go to ddp.nintendo.com, log in with your Nintendo Network ID, and start tracking your purchases and converting points into codes. This is a benefit you don't want to miss out on. Now let's take a look at what developers outside Nintendo have been working on.
Thanks, Kit. Sorry, I was a bit distracted by our recently released Hyrule Historia book. But let's get to some of the great titles you can expect from our partners over the next few months. On February 17th, Nintendo will release a new Wii U bundle in the US and Canada that includes the acclaimed Zombie U game from Ubisoft. The Wii U Zombie U Deluxe set comes with all of the contents of the standard Wii U Deluxe set, plus the addition of the Zombie U game, a black Wii U Pro controller, and a collectible art booklet. Nintendo Land will also be included as a downloadable game. The Zombie U Deluxe set will be available at a suggested retail price of $389.99. Moving to our Wii U digital titles, we've got BitTrip presents 1 or 2 Future Legend of Rhythm Alien from Gaijin Games. Players will run through fantastic environments using brand new moves to amazing new soundtracks as they run, jump, slide, kick, and soar towards the goal. Between this release and a great deal on BitTrip Saga and the Nintendo 3DS eShop right now, there are plenty of ways to get stuck into this fantastic franchise. Also in February, Zen Studios brings us Zen Pinball 2, the premier pinball experience on Wii U, featuring advanced ball physics, beautiful graphics, tournament play, multiplayer, and regular releases of new add-on tables. Zen Pinball 2 will be a free download on the Wii U Nintendo eShop and comes with trials for each table. Two Tribes is set to bring our favorite Chubby Chan back in Tokitori 2, coming to the eShop this March. The game features an open world filled with interesting creatures that can be explored by players at their own pace. Playable story sections advance the game's plot and slowly reveal what's going on in Tokitori's world. The game also fully supports off-TV gameplay on the Wii U gamepad and a level editor to be added soon. Moving to Nintendo 3DS, we've got the highly anticipated release of Konami's Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate, confirmed for release on March 5th, exclusively on Nintendo 3DS. Control multiple characters across different eras and discover the blood feud between the Belmont clan and their dark ancestor, Dracula. This game looks absolutely stunning, so be sure to check out the demo available to download from the Nintendo 3DS eShop on February 28th. Oh boy, the wait is almost over. Capcom is bringing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate to both Wii U and Nintendo 3DS platforms on March 19th. Wii U players can go online and hunt with up to 4 players in a group, complete with voice chat. For players in the West, this is a great new feature for Monster Hunter. The game is also compatible with cross-platform play. A Wii U player can connect with up to 3 Nintendo 3DS players to create a hunting party. Play on the Wii U and digitally transfer your data to the Nintendo 3DS to continue the hunt anytime, anywhere. Be sure to check out the eShop demo available on both platforms on February 21st. Get ready for some heavy drifting as EA is bringing the highly acclaimed Need for Speed Most Wanted to Wii U with tons of exclusive new features and functionality. In co-driver mode, one player drives using the Wii Remote or Wii U Pro Controller, while another player helps them out on the Wii U gamepad. Tap the screen to drift or distract the cops, switch night to day, or activate Boost U to power through the traffic with a quick burst of nitrous. If your TV's in use, switch over to off TV mode to continue the action. And we're also happy to announce that this will be the first third-party title to incorporate Miiverse in the game. Post to Miiverse on the fly from Free Drive, Easy Drive, and you will be able to receive posts in-game through Picture Paradise mode. But that's not all. The Wii U SKU also includes the Ultimate Speed Pack for free, so you can take to the streets in 5 of the sickest, most ludicrously fast cars ever made. On March 26th, Activision launches The Walking Dead Survival Instinct on Wii U, a first-person action survival game that immerses you in the world of the award-winning TV series. Resource management is critical as you decide either to run and gun the hordes of undead or take a more stealthy approach to survive. Decisions matter as you encounter a slew of characters that can help or hurt you in a variety of ways. On April 16th, Injustice: Gods Among Us from Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment arrives on Wii U. Play as some of your favorite DC superheroes in this epic fighting game, including Batman, The Flash, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Use the Wii U gamepad to quickly access your quick moves list, or play the game fully featured in off-TV mode. Fighting fans will be happy to know that the game runs at a full 60 frames a second, and will also feature a ton of great DLC available in the Nintendo eShop. And speaking of heroes, I've got one more title that features some that you may be a bit familiar with. Disney Infinity was announced last month, and we are super excited for the title to arrive in June on the Wii, Wii U, and Nintendo 3DS platforms. Here you see some of the prototypes for their initial playset, which will feature Mr. Incredible, Sully, and Captain Jack Sparrow. These playsets will have story-driven adventures, but can also be utilized in toy box mode to create one-of-a-kind Disney adventures. More on this exciting new franchise, including details on the unique Nintendo 3DS SKU in the coming months. We have launched a ton of amazing content over the last few months, both digitally and in packaged form. And as you've seen, we have even more great content on the way.
Thank you, Damon. As you can see, there's great content on the way for Nintendo 3DS and Wii U all throughout 2013. But we aren't done yet. I have one last announcement I'd like to share with you today. Donkey Kong has long been a fan-favorite character, but he's yet to star in a game on Nintendo 3DS until now. We're bringing the smash hit platformer Donkey Kong Country Returns to Nintendo 3DS this summer in Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. This version of the game is being rebuilt for Nintendo 3DS, and the game's 3D graphics really have to be seen to be believed. We're making a special 3D video of this game available exclusively in the eShop for Nintendo 3DS today, so you can see how the dynamic, layered levels and backgrounds spring to life. I hope you enjoyed everything we've shared today. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Okay, guys, I think it is over, so we're gonna go on into another Nintendo Direct. We're gonna look at the past game and what we got so far. Yeah, I know. We're not gonna worry about Disney Infinity just all over with it. So we're gonna close that out, and let's just see what they got something new. So we're gonna just look and see what we got. So let's just go over here with the Wii U, and let's just see what we can go ahead and direct. Let's take a look at Nintendo Direct 2015. We can at least look at that. We're gonna remember the past of what sort of Nintendo gave us for the day, what's specific of what we have done so far in the past games and all around country. So at least we're gonna say Nintendo. Oh, it's getting a minute to load, so I'm gonna search Nintendo Direct 2015. So thank you all so much for coming to the stream. Hope you guys ever touch a like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. We are still here to just to wait until 5 p.m. so that we can go back to a Nintendo channel and just to go and watch the direct. So just now, let's just be patient, okay? So let's just have fun, take some time and to chat and just to go on ahead and watch the old past or whatsoever Nintendo got for us. So at least let's just yeah, let's look at 2014 instead of 2015, okay? Because we got a long hour to go because somehow it doesn't appear to start yet. So we'll look at 2014. So let's just see what they got, something new. Let's just look at the old times. They got a Nintendo Direct press conference. No, I don't want to go there. Alright, let's take a look at this one. So, if you guys in the chat, do you want me to go to Nintendo Direct February 13, 2014? Do you want me to go there or whatsoever you want me to go? So, whatsoever, let me know in the chat. Or just let me know in the chat, I mean. I just want to keep that sense. Alright, so Smash 4 Direct. Oh, okay. We can do on Smash 4 Direct. Thank you for asking, Luigi Kart. What else? Double look at that. Nintendo. Alright, let me back this up. Smash 4 Nintendo Direct. Okay, let's hope it's in it's at YouTube. Okay, this is the one. So let's look at that. And right now we're just going to press and play. And we should be streaming in about 15 minutes, so just to chill out and have fun. And of course, we might as well wait until and see how Nintendo is going to bring up the chat. Thanks for watching. Let's get it.
Hello everyone, I'm the director of Super Smash Bros., Masahiro Sakurai of Sora Limited. Yes, I'm still alive. I'm here at the Namco Bandai Studios in their Mirai Kenkyujo building, where we're developing Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. This is where I come to work every day, and from here, I'd like to share some information about our new Smash Bros. Games. Please keep in mind, though, that the games are still under development, so anything in the game footage you're about to see could change. First off, let me share some important information when we plan to release the games. The Nintendo 3DS version will be released this summer, with the Wii U version targeted for release this upcoming winter. Yes, the 3DS version is coming out first. These titles are packed with content, so we need time to do them justice. Thank you all for your patience. This may be a bit too technical for some, but please, let me just get this out. The Nintendo 3DS version is going to essentially run at 60 frames per second, and it will all be in stereoscopic 3D. I imagine many of you understand that for a game the scale of Smash Bros., this is quite a feat. We've made the engine very efficient. Some of the assist trophies and Pokemon will move at 30 frames per second, but the fighters will all move smoothly, so gameplay shouldn't be affected. 3DS version and the Wii U version will have the same roster, so all the characters on the website will appear on both systems. That said, the stages you play on will be very different between versions. Most of the stages we've introduced so far will be playable on one console or the other, so please be aware of that. As for stages that appear on both the 3DS and Wii U, such as the series staple Battlefield, the designs will differ depending on the system. Additionally, in the 3DS version, each stage will have 2 songs tied to it. You may remember there were some stages like this in Super Smash Bros. Melee. For the Wii U version, you can go into My Music to find a treasure trove of songs from past Smash Bros. Games. We had this feature in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And of course, there are going to be elements that link the 3DS and Wii U versions, but I'll tell you about those at a later date. Now let's take a look at some stages. Stages look familiar. They've appeared in previous titles, and now we're bringing them back. Obviously, each system will have different past stages. This is a Mega Man stage called Wily Castle. Let me tell you about the Yellow Devil found here. In the background, you can see all of Dr. Wily's castle from Mega Man 2. And then something comes flying out. It's the Yellow Devil. As its body assembles, it obstructs the fighters. The Yellow Devil attacks the fighters, but they can also counterattack. So basically, the only vulnerable spot is its eye. And then, if you manage to defeat the thing, there's a big explosion. This explosion will become an attack for the player who gets the last hit on the eye, so try to snare as many enemies as you can. In multiplayer, it becomes a competition to see who can take down the Yellow Devil. Do you go directly for damage? Do you try to steal the final strike? Or do you perhaps target the fighters who have targeted the Yellow Devil? There are plenty of possible strategies. Boss characters make appearances in other stages, not just this one. Now let's look at how online play will work. The Wii U version will have online multiplayer as Brawl did. You'll have the option to play only with friends or with anyone online. But the 3DS version isn't going to be overshadowed. It's going to have online multiplayer as well. Of course, if your connection isn't smooth, you won't be able to play comfortably. So I hope you'll find a way to connect at a fast access point to get ready for optimal results in the Wii U version. I recommend using a wired connection. It's naturally more stable than wireless. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, when you played online anonymously, players could freely choose stages, and we tried to make it so they could customize their matches however they wanted. Unfortunately, it's fair to say this resulted in a number of problems. Of course, at the time there were limits to what we could do online, and now we can do a lot more. For our upcoming games, we're giving the player even more choices. Of two modes. Modes we're calling For Fun and For Glory. When you play in For Fun mode, your stage will be picked randomly from all stages except Final Destination, and all items will have a chance of appearing. The only data that will be recorded will be the number of your victories. In For Glory mode, the only stage available will be Final Destination. There are no platforms or elevated areas on this stage. It's perfectly flat. There will also be no items. The results of your matches, including your defeats, will all be recorded while you're in For Glory mode. For Fun, For Glory. I hope you enjoy both modes. Oh, and of course, when you play with your friends, you can set the rules to whatever you feel like. You can play stop battles or matches with no time limit on whatever stages you want. The type of player who will frequent a For Glory lobby probably spent a lot of time on Final Destination in previous titles. But since there are tons of stages and musical pieces in the game, I'd like that player to get a chance to experience all that Super Smash Bros. Has to offer. So please, take a look at this. Almost all the stages now have a Final Destination form. Now the For Glory lobby has plenty of variety as well. Anonymous online matches are no more. Instead, names linked to players' Nintendo Network IDs will appear. There will be a code of conduct in place, just like in Miiverse, to keep things pleasant. Furthermore, we're currently talking about measures to cut down on players starting a match and then not playing, players who relentlessly target a single opponent, players who repeatedly self-destruct, players intentionally dropping out too much or dropping out for technical reasons, and other abuses of the system. These measures may include banning such players from online play for a time, and the more they abuse their fellow players, the longer their bans will be. Please be aware, there will be penalties for baselessly reporting players as well. I hope we can all work toward creating an online environment where everyone can enjoy themselves. There's one more area where players will be able to enjoy themselves online: scoring competitions. However, a simple ranking system that shows hundreds of thousands of other players would be too broad and not much fun. So we're not going to do rankings or anything from online battles. What we can do is grab scores for clearing solo modes and things like that. That's why we created and implemented something called Global Smash Power. This is an entirely new type of ranking system. The bigger this stat is, the stronger the player is. It indicates how your scores stack up against other players. So you'll be able to use your Global Smash Power to say, my score is better than 300,000 people worldwide. You should also know that, though there won't be rankings in online multiplayer, there will be some sort of matchmaking going on based on skill levels. Now let's take a look at some items. Assist trophies have returned to help the fighters out. These figure into All-Star mode, so I'd like to put in as many as possible. A Pokeball. Who knows how? Opening one is such fun. This time, looks like we got one of these. This is a Master Ball. Only hard to find Pokemon emerge from these. Let's try opening one up. Whoa, it's Arceus. With its heavy attacks, it can hit fighters in midair with a Meteor Smash. And jump. Now let's see some more of the Pokemon lineup. And now let's get to what you've all been waiting for, the fighters. First of all, take a look at this. Samus's final smash still uses the Zero Laser, different this time around. Did you catch it? Previously, when Samus unleashed this weapon, her power suit fell to pieces, but not anymore. It's not just her. All characters who used to change forms mid-match will no longer change. Instead, you'll be able to concentrate on a single moveset for the whole fight. What happened to Zero-Suit Samus, you say? Well, unfortunately, she's not going to participate in this iteration of Smash Brothers. Nah, I'm only kidding. In the previous title, Zero-Suit Samus was designed with slightly less physical strength, so I thought we needed to find ways to toughen her up. That's why we've given her a pair of jet boots and moves to work with them. What used to be a weakness now results in this: kicks that combine both power and speed. Next up, Zelda. Her down special attack is now a new move called Phantom Slash. Of course, summoning a phantom also works as a defensive move. Then again, you should be careful not to let your phantom get reflected back at you. Zelda's down special attack has been changed, so what happened to Sheik? Don't worry, Sheik is back. We've polished Sheik's moves and added 2 more special attacks, what we're calling Burst Grenade and Bouncing Fish. Burst Grenades are little bombs that blow up once you pull the pin out. Bouncing Fish is an acrobatic kick technique using the heel of the foot. Now let me speak a little about the other characters in the game. We've added a Kirby Hammer technique to his moveset. The official name of the move is Hammer Flip. Press and hold the button to let the power build up, then unleash it. Bear in mind, if you build this move up to maximum power and don't use it, you'll start taking damage, so be careful. And then for his final smash, he added something that will slice through everything, the Ultra Sword. The Great King Dedede has become much more expressive. He also throws Gordos now instead of Waddle. Being able to toss such high-powered ammo in quick succession makes him a more formidable fighter. Lucario's aura attacks have been strengthened, and now when it's in trouble, it'll do even more damage than in the previous game. However, you should be careful not to power up too much, or you'll quickly find yourself in serious trouble. We also had some player expectations we had to fulfill. And that means a Mega Evolution. After its Mega Evolution, Lucario's aura attacks will always do maximum damage. For this game, Olimar can only have 3 Pikmin following him around. This is a bit of a painful power reduction. Or so you might think. One important change is that Olimar now plucks Pikmin in a fixed order: red, yellow, blue. Once these guys get dispatched, next come white, then purple, and then back to red again. With their reduced numbers, you'll be able to clearly see them lined up behind you, and management becomes all the more important. Also, we've changed his recovery move to this. Yes, winged Pikmin. You'll tote the Pikmin following you and fly through the air, but the more Pikmin you have, the heavier the captain will be. We're trying to correct some of his shortcomings, but also add some weak points. For the new additions, we've cut the gliding mechanic from Pit's repertoire. This of course represents a bit of a down. Place them up in a number of areas. The power of flight is also an easy-to-use recovery move. His final smash has been changed to the 3 sacred dreads. We've made the movesets of a number of other fighters stronger too. All out. Oh wait, there's one more returning fighter I wanted to talk about.
Bravo!
past Smash Brothers, Yoshi moved like a dinosaur standing on 2 legs. We're updating the character to be more in line with recent models. Yoshi now basically stands upright. This is quite a big change, so we've waited a bit to inform everyone. However, the change has made Yoshi even stronger. Rest assured, Yoshi... And now I'd like to talk about some of the new characters. Let me start with Rosalina. Rosalina can choose to keep her Luma with her, or send it off via her special move, the Luma Shot. Shoot out, then return. When Luma is on its own, it'll wander around the stage, and the player can control its attacks while it's separated from Rosalina. Rosalina and Luma each have a different set of moves, and they can fight somewhat independently. When they're particularly far from one another, they'll be able to unleash lots of individual attacks. Now let me show you some of their moves. The side special attack called Star Bits lets Luma fire a number of projectiles. You can do this when the two are separated, with Rosalina guarding the base, so to speak. Her up special attack is called the Launch Star. This is a nice, long-distance recovery move. Her down special is called Gravitational Pull, which allows her to draw in items. It will even render enemy shots ineffective. Last but not least, her final smash, the Power Star. It combines shooting stars with a gigantic one. Next up is Little Mac. As you can see, though his body is small, he packs huge punches and can throw them quickly as well. As a boxer, his attacks basically consist of punching with both hands, so it's a bit difficult to put a diverse moveset together. That said, I think he's become an exceedingly fresh character. He's extremely strong at unleashing attacks while on the ground. He can also shrug off some attacks through sheer willpower. He's also got smash attacks that hit at megaton levels, so he's sure to be launching opponents left and right. Unfortunately though, his abilities in the air are extraordinarily weak. That's right, even though he's a terror on the ground, he's very vulnerable in the air, and even his attack power weakens considerably. Plus, his ability to recover is just terrible. There's one more attribute that's unique to Little Mac, his power meter. His special moves include the straight lunge, which is very strong on its own. But beyond that, connecting with attacks and even getting hit by enemies will fill Little Mac's power meter. When it's completely full, you'll become armed with a one-shot only attack, the KO uppercut. One punch, it's the KO. That felt good. So that's Little Mac, an up-close brawler that wants to stay rooted to the ground. How he fares in battle will be up to the players. The Jolt Haymaker will allow him to leap into the fray and avoid attacks. The Rising Uppercut is his recovery move. Though it doesn't have a lot of jump power, the move makes up for it with attack power. And then there's the Slip Counter, a move where Mac feints like he's going to take a hit, then counterattacks his enemy. And then there's his final smash, the transformation into Giga Mac. Are these two really the same guy? Oh, also, for old school fans, we're including Wireframe Mac as one of your costume choices. This is a recreation from the 1984 arcade game, the original Punch-Out! Now let's take a quick look at some of the villagers' moves. final smash against Mega Man's famous co-stars. The Wii Fit trainers fight with healthy techniques, so let's focus on two of them, deep breathing and sun salutation. Deep breathing helps to unify the mind, so afterward, the trainer's attacks hit all the harder. The sun salutation is a projectile attack that the Wii Fit trainer can create and save for later use. I think using this energy for fighting strays a bit from the original yoga teaching, but it's a powerful attack nonetheless. Make your attack stronger with deep breathing, then finish the enemy off with a sun salutation. No other fighters have this kind of combination. You can also have fun playing as either the male or female models and switching up their powers. Your heights and power are exactly the same, so just choose the one you like. By the way, check this out. I think you'll see some moves you've never seen before. This is one of the elements you can use to customize your game. Custom move sets. You can't use this feature while playing online with strangers. It's only active when playing online with friends or playing locally. Customizing moves can add a lot of nuance to the fighters. We'll be telling you much more about this in the future. For the 3DS version, and only the 3DS version, we've got a big new game mode called Smash Run. Before I describe it, please have a look. Let me emphasize once more that this mode is only going to appear in the 3DS version. Smash Run is a battle game, playable by up to 4 players, where you search a dungeon-like stage for power-ups. The fighters begin on an expansive battlefield. The time limit is set to 5 minutes only. Within that brief time, players will explore, fight enemies, and obtain power-ups to enhance their fighters. Each type of power-up will have its own effects, and each will augment the characters with particular strengths. Then, after the 5 minutes are up, the powered-up fighters will proceed to a battle and fight it out. We expect this will create all kinds of interesting showdowns. It will only take a short time to bring the fight to a conclusion, and then you can quickly jump into another battle as you wish. The players will all be running side by side through the same world, but this isn't the place for them to start beating on each other. They all start under the same conditions and use their abilities to gather power-ups. Before entering the stage, you can outfit yourself with any items you have, so get that to maximum advantage. This preparation basically amounts to a pre-battle competition. The rules in this mode have some similarities to those found in the City Battle from Kirby Air Ride. I created that game a while ago, so I thought I'd unearth a piece of it and use it in Smash Bros. Though you'll notice some of the Subspace Army from Super Smash Bros. Brawl, most of the enemies in here are drawn from the various game series. Now these foes will be your dream co-stars. Just as an FYI, different enemies will appear randomly every time you play.
using the random fighter option too. Ultimately, it's way different than a simple online match. In Smash Run, you'll find yourself battling enemy characters and human rivals both. The Super Smash Bros. Series gathers the greatest Nintendo characters together in one place. There's really nothing quite like it. We need a little more time before we're ready for release. But rest assured, our staff members are trying their hardest to bring the best possible games to you. So please wait just a little longer. Once again, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super Smash Bros. Thank you for viewing.
Alright guys, I think that's it. So I believe we're gonna start to play another round. I mean, like, we can at least play another Nintendo Direct. Let's just see what they got so far. So now that we always seen Smash 4 Nintendo Direct, what do you all want to see next? So we can at least watch some more of the past live feature of what's exactly Nintendo give us a long time, but just to watch every single Nintendo Direct to what they have in stock. So we already look at Smash 4 already. So if you guys are not in the chat, I might as well at least pick a different category or whatsoever I have to watch for Nintendo Direct. Now we can at least close that off because we already seen that already. Because I just want to make it sure because I got company that wanted to keep on making too much noise, so you don't have none to worry about that. So you guys are in the chat. If you want to see more on Nintendo Direct, just let me know so that we can at least watch something that is appear to be in 2015, 2016, or 2017. But let's start off with 2015 for Nintendo Direct because we have not even seen anything, but none whatsoever. So in case you guys are new to the stream, just to make sure you hit the EVER-TASTIC like, share, and subscribe. So making sure you do the same. Right now, we have to at least see what we got for Nintendo Direct. Alright, because just now let's just look. Because we're just looking at the old upload to what Nintendo Direct give us along the past, but just now let's just see what they got. Alright, so we're gonna start off with 2015. So let's just see what they got for 2015. So just to make sure my live don't shut off on me. So let's see what we can watch. And what's exciting? Alright. So we can at least watch Nintendo Direct January 14, 2015. Yeah, we might as well watch that, or what do y'all prefer want to watch? Let me know in the chat, or if you guys are not here, I will pick it myself. Alright, so it's up to you guys. Just take your time and just to let me know so I can just at least pick so that we can watch the old features 2015 Nintendo Direct. Alright, so you guys are not chatting, I'm gonna go ahead and pick it myself. So let's start off with we're gonna start with April 1st, 2015. We're gonna start with that. So that is my choice, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick that. And we're gonna go ahead and watch it. So at least here it is. Alright. More Nintendo Direct. Let's just see what's new. I mean, let's just see what's old. Sorry about that. Turn that tripod a little bit lower down. Hey, y'all remember Mewtwo, don't you? Y'all remember Mewtwo? Hey, hold up a second, you guys. Let me show you what Mewtwo looked like. Hold up. Let me show you. Hold up my 3DS and show you what Mewtwo is.
Hello everyone, I'm Satoru Iwata from Nintendo. What you just saw is a new challenger video for Super Smash Bros. It took some time to develop this character after the game was completed, so we have to make you wait, but Mewtwo will join the battle in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and Nintendo 3DS on April 28th at the price listed here. And as previously announced, the Nintendo members who have purchased and registered both the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U versions of the game before March 31st will receive a free download code for the character on April 15th. Alongside Mewtwo, we'll be releasing a software update on April 15th as well. In the future, we'll continue to develop more and offer additional downloadable content for Super Smash Bros. Here's a taste of what we have in development. First, we'll be adding more costumes for customizing new fighters. In addition to the items you see here, we'll begin offering costumes inspired by major game series. For the first wave of crossover items, we've created outfits inspired by X and Frontman from Capcom's Mega Man 3. But that's not all of the new content we'll be offering. Please take a look at this.
Alright guys, never mind. I can't show you YouTube right now. Sorry. I'll show it to you later.
I imagine that you may have some fighters in mind yourself. Can you think of anyone you'd like to see fight against characters like Mario or Link in Super Smash Bros? Well, after discussing it with Smash Bros. Director Masahiro Sakurai, we've decided to open the new Smash Bros. Fighter battle on the Smash Bros. Microsite after this Nintendo Direct. With this poll, you can let us know directly which character you'd like to see become the next new fighter in Super Smash Bros. Of course, please understand that we won't be able to accommodate every request, but Mr. Sakurai and the rest of the staff will take each request into consideration when developing additional fighters. We look forward to hearing from you. This microsite will also provide details on upcoming downloadable content and how to purchase it. Speaking of Super Smash Bros., we are ready to announce the next waves of Amiibo in this series. In the coming months, the following characters will join the 30 plus Super Smash Bros. Amiibo that are already available. Of these Amiibo figures, remember that Lucina and Robin can be used with codename Steam, and that Wario is compatible with Mario Party 10. We'll be releasing a number of Amiibo exclusively through retail partners. Keep an eye out for announcements from these retailers to find out when you can pre-order. I hope you are looking forward to training up these Amiibo in Super Smash Bros. Rest assured, we'll also be releasing Amiibo of Mewtwo and Lucas sometime in the future. Next up is something called Amiibo Amiibo on the Wii U gamepad to unlock gameplay highlights from select NES and Super NES titles. Each demo is limited to 3 minutes, so you can't experience the entire game. But you can tap an Amiibo to the gamepad multiple times to switch out which scene is highlighted. That way, you can sample a variety of scenes. The games assigned to the Amiibo you use are not predetermined. Instead, titles are randomly assigned when you scan the Amiibo of choice for the first time. So in that way, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you are going to get. As you can see, there will be many classics to sample. So try scanning different Amiibo. It's sort of like swapping game cartridges on an old NES or Super NES. Amiibo Tap Nintendo's Greatest Hits will release on the Nintendo eShop this spring as a free download. Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, okay, we got Super Mario Maker. Y'all want Super Mario Maker? Just let me know in the chat. I'm just playing Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, so I just wanted to let you know, just let me know in the chat.
What you just saw was a 30th anniversary commemoration video created with the Wii U game Mario Maker. That's right, it's been 30 years since the launch of the original Super Mario Bros. Game on the NES in 1985. I couldn't be happier that Mario has continued to be active across a wide range of games, thanks in no small part to the love you all have for Mario. I'm extremely thankful. There's no better way than an anniversary celebration to gear up for what will be a definitive Mario experience. Mario Maker. Mario Maker is a game that lets you use the Wii U gamepad to create and play Mario levels. All you have to do is place characters or other pieces from Mario games onto the level. That way, anyone can create unique levels. You'll be able to switch between 4 different Super Mario Bros. Game themes, from the 8-bit pixel art of the original to the world of New Super Mario Bros. U, and enjoy the action that each provides. You can upload your finished creations for people all over the world to enjoy. Maybe this is your first step toward becoming a world-famous level designer. Mario Maker will launch this September. As we approach its release, we'll be exploring fun ways to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. Please stay tuned for more information. Now, let me pass it over to Bill Trinen at Nintendo of America for more updates and announcements. Bill?
Thanks, Mr. Iwata. Bill Trinen here with some news on upcoming Wii U games. First is Yoshi. Yoshi's Woolly World is a creative and lovingly crafted new entry in the Yoshi series. It reimagines fan-favorite gameplay elements and makes them feel brand new. As you can see, Yoshi's latest adventure is an action game that takes place in a woolly world spread across varied stages, featuring fun yarn challenges. You'll create platforms and even unravel yarn walls to discover hidden paths. To aid in these tasks, Yoshi must use his signature moves, like gobbling up enemies or flutter jumping. Meanwhile, he'll explore every nook and cranny of every stage as he collects items and heads to the goal. The game offers two modes, Classic Mode and Mellow Mode. Classic Mode has a similar feel to traditional Yoshi series games, and despite the game's cute visuals, it will prove quite challenging even for veteran players. Mellow Mode, on the other hand, allows players of all skill levels to enjoy the game as Winged Yoshi, who happens to have the cutest voice you can imagine. You can switch between the two modes at any time during play, so if you get stuck in regular mode, you can switch over and continue enjoying yourself in Mellow Mode. Oh, I should mention, there are also special Yoshi amiibo. While the current lineup of amiibo figures are all made of hard materials, this amiibo series is created from yarn, just like the heroes of Yoshi's Woolly World. When you tap the Yoshi amiibo on the Wii U gamepad, another Yoshi will appear in the game, allowing you to play with double Yoshi. That way, even when you're playing single player, you won't feel like you're playing alone. As in the multiplayer mode, playing with double Yoshi lets you turn your ally into a yarn ball to throw at enemies or across chasms. It really expands the gameplay. Yoshi's Woolly World will launch later this year. The Yarn Yoshi amiibo will be available in 3 different colors, green, pink, and light blue. Next up is Splatoon. In this action shooter, you control squid-like inklings who can transform into humanoids. So far, we've introduced a 4-on-4 online ink battle mode called Turf Wars, and a single-player campaign called Octo Battle, where you set off on your own to take down the inklings' natural-born enemies, the Octopus Army. But today, we'll show you 2 more modes. The first is an online mode called Ranked Battle. Just like in Turf Wars, you'll team up with 3 other players to battle it out in 4-on-4 matches. However, this mode includes a ranking system. Ranked Battle has several rules that differ from Turf Wars. In one mode, called Splat Zones, players battle over a specific area within a given stage, so you can expect some fierce battles between 2 teams to go down here. Polish your skills against the Octarian Menace in single player, hit up Turf Wars for a casual multiplayer matchup, and then up the intensity in Ranked Battle, where you'll find the most serious competition. Another mode included in the game is called the Battle Dojo. Here you can enjoy local one-on-one battles with friends. In this mode, one player uses the gamepad as a screen while the other plays on the TV screen, each one competing to see who can pop the highest number of balloons in a given stage. You can play this mode on the same stage as in Turf Wars, so just like in a real dojo, you can practice your moves and learn the layout and locations of obstacles to up your game in Turf Wars. We have one more Splatoon announcement today. We've decided to release Inkling Amiibo right alongside the game's launch. When you touch an Inkling Amiibo to the gamepad, you'll receive missions based on the Amiibo you tap in. By completing these missions, you can acquire special weapons and gear that you can only get from these compatible Amiibo. The Splatoon series of Amiibo will be available in a single pack including an Inkling Girl, an Inkling Boy, and an Inkling Squid on May 29th when Splatoon launches. Or you can buy the Inkling Girl or the Inkling Boy individually the same day. Moving along, I'm happy to announce that we'll be adding Nintendo 64 and Nintendo DS games to our Wii U Virtual Console service. When playing Nintendo DS Virtual Console games, your TV monitor and Wii U gamepad will provide multiple dual-screen layout options to maximize your enjoyment. Some games will use your TV monitor as the main screen, while others will use both screens as one connected screen. No matter what type of Nintendo DS game you're playing, you can select a layout that best suits that title. For Nintendo 64 Virtual Console titles, you can select from one of 3 different control schemes and then configure specific buttons to your liking, or to better match the layout of the Nintendo 64 controller. And yes, if a particular game supported the Rumble Pack on Nintendo 64, the Wii U gamepad will be ready to rumble accordingly. And of course, both Nintendo DS and Nintendo 64 games can be played on the Wii U gamepad screen as well. Keep in mind that the Wii U Virtual Console versions of Nintendo 64 games you've already purchased on Wii and transferred to Wii U will be available at the special discounted price of $2 each. Yoshi's Island DS will be released immediately after this announcement, as will the Nintendo 64 game, Super Mario 64. The following titles will also be available soon. Next, let's hear from Damon Baker, who's got some updates on upcoming indie titles.
Thanks, Bill. There's a lot of great stuff headed to the Nintendo eShop, so let's get right into it. Coming to Wii U this May, Adventures of Pip is a puzzle platformer set in a retro-inspired 32-bit world. Pip is the unlikeliest digital underdog, a single pixel able to absorb the pixels of his defeated enemies to evolve into 3 different forms. Skillfully switch between each form while exploring 5 dangerous worlds to overthrow the evil Skeleton Queen. Rescue trapped villagers to unlock new shops, and don't forget to use your gamepad to quickly access your inventory or quick travel throughout the land. Octodad Dadliest Catch is a game all about deception, not to mention destruction, and of course, dadliness, also known as fatherhood. In this one, you play as a dapper octopus masquerading as a human, and as such, you'll have to master simple everyday tasks made difficult by your unwieldy tentacles, all while keeping your cephalopodin nature a secret from your unsuspecting human family.
Can we get ice cream?
There's even a ridiculously silly co-op mode where up to 4 players each control a different tentacle. Collect neckties and learn about Octodad's secret life when Octodad Dadliest Catch flops his way onto Wii U this summer. The Mutant Mudds are back on Wii U and Nintendo 3DS, ready to soil the land in the sequel to the acclaimed original. Mutant Mudds Super Challenge contains 40 brand new levels filled with dimension-bending, platforming fun that will have you hopping in and out of the background to discover secret pathways and collect gems. Be prepared to bring your platforming skills because the challenge has been cranked up a notch. Best of all, if you buy the game on Nintendo 3DS, you can download it on Wii U for free and vice versa. And if you own the original, a loyalty discount will also be offered. In Don't Starve Giant Edition, you'll fight, farm, craft, scavenge, and do whatever it takes to survive in a wilderness filled with science, magic, and things that go bump in the night. Randomly generated worlds and the constant threat of permadeath will keep you on your toes. But luckily, your trusty gamepad will be with you to display your inventory and map, or to play the game in off-TV mode. Don't Starve Giant Edition will also launch with a special promotion. Every purchase gets you 2 copies of the game on Wii U. Send your second copy to a friend and they'll be able to embark on their own bizarre adventures. Before I pass it back to Bill, take a look at a number of other titles coming soon to the Nintendo eShop. Thanks, everyone.
long time since we announced this project, but the game you just saw is indeed the crossover between Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem that we announced back in January of 2013 in a Nintendo Direct. The role-playing masters at Atlus are developing a truly modern RPG, where everyday life exists alongside a secret world of fantasy, including characters from the Fire Emblem series. I hope you're looking forward to it. Stay tuned for more information on this title in the future. Now it's time for... as I was saying, now it's time for a new Wii U title that fans have been clamoring for. In this new entry of the Fatal Frame series, you play as one of 3 different characters, each with their own storyline set at the cursed tourist destination, Mount Hikami. Using the Wii U gamepad as your camera, you'll investigate different areas while soaking in the atmosphere. But occasionally, your camera will be used to fend off hostile spirits in quick bursts of action. Prepare for scares when the game haunts the US later this year. Keep your eyes peeled for more details. Coming soon. Now let's dive into some Nintendo 3DS software, starting with the Nintendo eShop title, Box Boy. It's a charming puzzler from the platforming masters at HAL Laboratory, the developers of the Kirby series. Across the game's black and white world, you'll discover a wealth of mysteries just begging to be solved. To do so, you'll navigate more than 150 stages full of interesting challenges using the main character's ability to duplicate his blocky body. With this technique, he can invent unique structures like the shielding afro, and then use them to protect himself, hit switches, and snake around environments like a boss. Whatever type of gamer you are, chances are you haven't solved many puzzles like these before, so figuring them out just feels good. And so does parading around in the block costumes you'll unlock along the way. Some of them even make you move faster, jump higher, and look as much like a ninja block as you feel on the inside. Life's good when you're a ninja block. Box Boy will be available for purchase on the Nintendo eShop April 2nd. Next, the latest game in the Pokemon Rumble series, Pokemon Rumble World. It's a fast-paced action game that you can download for free and start playing right away. It features more than 700 Pokemon from Pokemon Red and Blue through Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, some of which can even Mega Evolve. Making toy Pokemon attack is as simple as pushing a button. To advance in your journey, you'll square off against tons of wild toy Pokemon and defeat them to add to your collection. During your adventure, you'll travel to different areas on hot air balloons. Where you go depends on the type of balloon you're on. As you play, you'll acquire different balloons using items called Poké Diamonds, allowing you to reach more distant areas where you'll encounter new crops of wild toy Pokemon. There are other ways Poké Diamonds aid you during gameplay. You can get Poké Diamonds when you beat certain stages, or even buy a Street Pass. Or you can purchase them through the Nintendo eShop using funds from your account, which you can access at a shop in Castletown, your adventurer's home base. Pokemon Rumble World will be free to download starting on April 8th through the eShop on Nintendo 3DS. If you love Mario, RPGs, or puzzle games, then the future is looking bright, because 2 brand new full-length RPGs are headed your way in a single package. Puzzle & Dragon Z plus Puzzle & Dragon Super Mario Bros. Edition packs in 2 unique games at a great price. Each game is its own separate adventure with completely different stories, characters, and gameplay twists. Puzzle & Dragon Super Mario Bros. Edition begins with Princess Peach being kidnapped by Bowser. To rescue her this time, Mario and Luigi must take the Koopa King down by crafting the perfect team of his own minions. In battle, you attack enemies by dragging elemental orbs around the playfield to create matches of 3 or more for greater damage. Chain 5 or more orbs, and you'll unleash a group attack on multiple enemies. Picking the right team is paramount. You'll choose a leader like Mario, or even Boo Luigi, each of which has a passive skill that is used automatically. Companions have skills too, only theirs are activated manually after a certain number of turns have passed. To gain new skills, your companions can transform, which also increases their level cap. Items like the Super Mushroom or Goomba Coin cause transformations to occur, like a red Koopa Troopa riding on a Cheep Cheep. And that's just one game included in this package. The other half of your purchase nets you Puzzle & Dragon Z, which weaves a whole separate tale that sees you joining an ancient dragon research organization known as the Rangers. On your quest to save the world, you encounter more than 250 monsters, each of which can serve as your team leader, providing you with tons of strategic options. And by using chips gathered from defeated monsters, you can even evolve your monsters into new forms. With these evolutions come new skills, higher level caps, and different stats. Puzzle & Dragon Z plus Puzzle & Dragon Super Mario Bros. Edition will claw its way to store shelves May 22nd, but you can pre-order it beginning today on Nintendo.com. If you can't wait that long, Puzzle & Dragon Super Mario Bros. Edition will have a demo available April 30th on the Nintendo 3DS eShop, so feel free to try it out. For a really in-depth look at the game and what makes it so compelling, make sure to check out the new video on our YouTube channel that goes up today. Our next title is Attack on Titan: Humanity in Chains from Atlas. In this fast-paced action game, you play as characters from the popular manga and anime series. As an elite member of the Scout Regiment, you can experience the feeling of bringing down a Titan on your own or with friends in the local or online 4-player co-op mode, complete with rankings and leaderboards. The game also supports the C-Stick on the new Nintendo 3DS XL for smoother camera control. Finally, to inspire you to join the Scout Regiment when the game releases, the first 2 episodes of the Attack on Titan anime are now available in Nintendo eShop. Attack on Titan: Humanity in Chains will be available in May, only on the Nintendo eShop. The recently released turn-based action strategy game, codenamed Steam, is already challenging players with the depth of strategy you'd expect from our friends at Intelligent Systems. But if you haven't had the chance to try it yourself, feel free to download the demo. It's currently available on the Nintendo eShop. And remember that if you have a new Nintendo 3DS XL, you can tap compatible Fire Emblem amiibo like Marth on the NFC touchpoint to add that character to your roster, fantasy weaponry and all. If you weren't able to get a hold of a Marth amiibo, don't worry. We'll be releasing more Marth amiibo in May, so stay in the loop and don't miss your second chance. In related news, there's an update on the way to Codename Steam that will improve the player's experience, allowing you to speed up enemy turns by pressing a fast forward button. Specific details will be announced on our social media channels soon. In honor of literature's most famous trickster, we're starting an online public tournament called Hijinks, named for Tom Sawyer himself. This deathmatch tournament will run from today until April 5th. So if you want to participate, follow these steps to see how you stack up to the best of the best. There will be more tournaments in the future, so stay tuned. Top players in these tournaments will even earn special titles that are visible online. Next, I have some info on a new update to Street Pass Me Plaza. The software already contains several games crafted specifically with Street Pass functionality in mind. The last update in 2013 added 4 games to the Plaza. Now, we're bringing 2 new games to the Plaza. The first one is called Ultimate Angler. In this fishing game, the player visits the Street Pass Islands to try and catch various fish with bait received from Me characters via Street Pass. You'll have to pick the right bait to hook the fish you're trying to catch, and if it bites, reel it in. There are over 150 fish scattered across the islands, not to mention several legendary monsters. The other new Street Pass game is Battleground Z. In this action game, players receive items based on their Street Pass Me Plaza character's hobby and use them as weapons to beat down hordes of zombies. It all goes down in the city of Hobbyville, home to people who take their hobbies and zombie outbreaks very seriously. To rescue the citizens of Hobbyville, players will make the most of 26 makeshift weapons to best the zombies in each stage. Alongside these games, we'll also be offering Street Pass Me Plaza Premium, which brings to the service even more ways to interact with Me characters. Street Pass Me Plaza Premium is a paid content which offers up new features like Street Pass Birthdays. Now you can start filling in the dates of your Street Pass Me characters' birthdays on the new calendar, and also store up to 100 Miis of your friends or special Miis in the new VIP room. The new update to Street Pass Me Plaza will be available on April 16th. Ultimate Angler, Battleground Z, and and Street Pass Me Plaza Premium can each be purchased individually inside Street Pass Me Plaza once the update is complete. If you purchase both Ultimate Angler and Battleground Z together, you can get them for a special discounted price. The Nintendo 3DS family of systems already has a great library of role-playing games. One look around the internet and you'll find lots of gamer love for titles like Fire Emblem Awakening and Bravely Default. But fans of those games should prepare themselves for a whole new dimension of RPG goodness, because the role-playing swan song of the last generation is brand new again, exclusively on the new Nintendo 3DS XL system. The new Nintendo 3DS XL version combines the original's amazing story, vast landscapes, and intense real-time battles with new features like the collection. Here you can view 3D animated models and listen to the entire soundtrack, even with your system closed. It's time for the world debut of a new trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. Enjoy.
14 years since I found you on that mountain. Seems like yesterday.
I owe it all to you. If you hadn't found me that day, I wouldn't be here now discovering the world.
Now I think about it, that was when I found the Monado as well. This might be crazy talk, but maybe you and the Monado are part of some higher plan.
I just realized something. The future I see, it isn't set. I think it's more like a warning.
You will pay for what you've done! Get back here! No!
If they know your next move, it's all in vain.
It can't be! Stick together, everyone! Down at you!
I control it. By the light of the Monada, I will stop them.
Do something quickly, guys. Want to at least tap my phone down a little bit more, so just making sure don't go falling off.
Let's move on to the new Fire Emblem game for 3DS, which we
Oh,
announced
shoot,
in the
hold on.
last Nintendo
So
Direct.
bad. I'm sorry.
As in Fire Emblem Awakening, the main character will be a customizable avatar created by the player.
Just want to stay on
However,
3DS.
in that game, the character you created was more like a second protagonist, or even a partner for the main character. This time around, for the first time in the series, your created character... Today, I would like Taylor.
よかった
生かしてやろう。我が子としてな。見事だ。
大丈夫お兄ちゃん
そうだ。
ご一緒できて嬉しいです
こっちだ。
兄様
戻ってこい。
お兄ちゃん
裏切り者め。かかってこい。白夜を裏切ったあんただけはお前が信じるその正義とやら準ずるがいい。
There are two kingdoms at war, the peace-loving Hoshiro and the glory-seeking Nord. It's up to the player to decide which side to take. As always, there are two sides to every story, and in this game, the path you choose ultimately decides your character's fate. No matter what, the world and characters will be the same, but depending on the decision you make, the storyline, battles, and outcomes will be drastically different. On the Hoshido side, you'll experience a more traditional path as you work together with your allies to fend off Norian invaders. Because this path story is more similar to past Fire Emblem games, it's a bit more accessible, even for newcomers. On the other hand, if you choose the Nor, you'll be forced to revolutionize an unruly kingdom from the inside, so the story will be slightly more complex, and the difficulty will be more challenging. The new Fire Emblem for Nintendo 3DS is planned for a 2016 release in North America. Stay tuned for more information in the future. You may have heard something about these cards I'm holding. Well, we're finally ready to show our hand. These cards feature characters from the Animal Crossing series, and you can use these cards in a brand new Nintendo 3DS game called Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. The game offers you a unique way to interact with your favorite animals from the series without doing chores. It's all about the home decorating design aspects of Animal Crossing. In fact, animals will request the player to design a house for them, one that fits their rather specific tastes. Then, it's up to the player to furnish and decorate their homes and meet the animal's request by designing them a home that suits their sense of style. That's where the cards come in. They're a new, more portable form of amiibo that doesn't require a figure. If you have an Animal Crossing series amiibo card, you can tap it in to design a room for the animal on the card. After designing their room, you can scan additional amiibo cards to invite other animals to come visit their house, and then kick back and watch them have fun together or snap a photo. In other words, amiibo cards let you experience a different side of the Animal Crossing world than you normally see in the core series. The Animal Crossing series amiibo cards and the game Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer will be released this fall. We will also release an NFC reader-writer accessory on the same day as Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. That way, you can scan amiibo on regular Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo 2DS systems as well. We have a couple more announcements to make on an existing title that Mr. Iwata will cover. See you next time.
Hello again. For today's final game, I have some new information about downloadable content for Mario Kart 8. Right now is the new Animal Crossing course included in Mario Kart 8 DLC Pack 2. Here you find familiar elements and characters that make this course feel like a piece of the Animal Crossing world. On this course, this season will change each time you race. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Much like in Animal Crossing games, you can bask in a variety of seasonal vistas here. Plus, we put a lot of effort into the background music too. The background track is a souped-up racing version of the Animal Crossing theme, recorded live in studio. Mario Kart 8 DLC Pack 2 will include new racers, Isabelle, Villager, and Drivers, plus 4 new cards, as well as 8 new courses, including the Animal Crossing course you just saw. We are happy to announce that instead of in May, this pack will be released on April 23rd. In the future, we'll have more details about the cards and courses that are on the way. Alongside this release, more Mii racing soon will be added. These 9 new compatible amiibo characters will add positives to the game. Please try on your favorite one and enjoy racing in style. We have one more announcement for Mario Kart 8. Please take a look.
The Mario Kart series has been a part of many gamers' lives for over 20 years, ever since the debut of Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System in 1992. Each entry in the series has featured gameplay that appeals to kids and adults alike by offering 3 main racing classes. 50cc, a class which anyone can enjoy playing with relative ease. 100cc, a speedier class that requires some skill and technique. 150cc, the fastest class, where finely honed skills are needed to compete with the best of the best. But now, 200cc is here.
Ever since the original Super Mario Kart game, 150cc has been
Oh wait,
the
guys,
fastest
it's here.
class. But now, we are introducing...
It's here. Hold up. I think it's here. Let's go back. It's finally here. Let me at least do something real quick because somehow I knew it just came. So let's go back to 2018 because somehow I feel like it already started. I'm sorry about that because it can't stay out of it, but just to go back to 2018 because somehow it was supposed to be starting until I think like 5 p.m. because anyhow it doesn't appear to start, but just now let's just check. Alright, it's supposed to start, so at least let's just scroll down and see where it is. So I'd prefer to check and look. Let's see. It's not down there. Let's take a look at Nintendo. So, do Nintendo have already in stock the reactions? So, let's look. So, it's supposed to be live, right? Because I don't see anything available but live. So, let me go to notification. Alright. Come on, hurry. It already starts, so at least this guy is discussing something. So, at least it's not here. Come on, where is it? Alright, let me find it. Alright, Nintendo, don't start without me on... Alright. I'm gonna go to March 8, 2018. 2018. It's already starting, so just now. Where could it be? Alright, it's not there. Come on, seriously? Where did it go? Alright, come on now. Where could it be? It's supposed to be online, but I'm trying to find that. No, let me go to history. I think I got it on history. Alright, we can go to history. So here it is. They're already live right now. Let's take a look. Because I'm missing out good stuff, so just now here it is. Oh wait, that's not the right one. That's someone else who directing it. I'm sorry. My apologies, guys. Let's go back to what we're watching. I'm sorry. I thought they already started, but somehow, I apologize. Let's go back to what we're watching. Then we'll go pick up where we last started in Nintendo Live. So at least it's not live yet. Let me at least play it. So we're gonna go back to what we're watching. All right, not to worry, you guys. I was going the wrong mistake. No, let's go back to what we're watching. Where did we last pick off?
Animals will request the player to design.
Alright, we can keep on watching. I think this is the one.
Spring, summer,
Yeah, we
fall,
left her right here.
and
Okay.
winter. Much like in Animal
Okay,
Crossing
I'm still
game,
having trouble looking
you
for
can bask
Nintendo
in a
Direct, so
variety
give me a
of
second when I
seasonal
find it.
vistas here. Plus, we put a lot of effort into the background music too. The background track is a souped-up racing version of the Animal Crossing theme, recorded live in studio. Mario Kart 8 DLC Pack 2 will include new racers, Isabelle, Villager, and Drivers, plus 4 new cars, as well as 8 new courses, including the Animal Crossing course you just saw. We are happy to announce that instead of in May, this pack will be released on April 23rd. In the future, we'll have more details about the cars and horses that are on the way. Alongside this release, more Mii racing soon will be added. These 9 new compatible amiibo characters will add costumes to the game. Please try on your favorite one and enjoy racing in style. We have one more announcement for Mario Kart 8. Please take a look.
The Mario Kart series has been a part of many gamers' lives for over 20 years, ever since the debut of Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System in 1992. Each entry in the series has featured gameplay that appeals to kids and adults alike by offering 3 main racing classes. 50cc, a class which anyone can enjoy playing with relative ease. 100cc, a speedier class that requires some skill and technique. 150cc, the fastest class, where finely honed skills are needed to compete with the best of the best. But now, 200cc is here.
Oh wait, we already seen this. We're gonna at least go back and watch another.
An update adding 200.
So let's find a Nintendo Direct that has the short update, because anyhow it doesn't seem this is right, because at least I kind of did messing up to see whatsoever I had to go, because just to find out that Nintendo is already live. So I'm just gonna keep that on tab just to make sure I don't lose that. So we're gonna stick to going to Nintendo Direct in short. So let's see, Nintendo Direct. Okay, I want to make sure I'm streaming. And we're going to do Nintendo Direct 2017. And this should be the last. So, let's just find something short and let's just see. And then at 450, let's say 455, we will go back to Nintendo and see what they're doing. And we might as well go and see where it is, because some for a record start, because we're gonna at least wait until that comes out, because we can still keep on looking to see what they got. So let's just look at let's see what they got here. Alright, so we need to find something that is on 2017. Alright, well, let's look at no, that's the reactions we're not looking at. Let's see. So we need something short, like 1 minutes maybe. No, we'll look at the rat. Yeah, that is fine. Let's look at the rat. So no, at least let's just at least look at it. Alright, here it is. So now, kids, you guys are watching the live stream. Thank you so much. You guys are doing EVER-TASTIC and awesome.
皆さん
Hi everyone, welcome to Nintendo Direct. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi from Nintendo, and I'll be your guide. Nintendo Direct will continue to deliver information on a variety of products, including Nintendo Switch. Today, we'll take a deeper dive into ARMS and Splatoon 2. But first, let's start with Nintendo 3DS.
Alright, time to speed run through some headlines. One fateful trip through the stars. Captain Olimar lost control of the SS Dolphin 2 and crash-landed on a new planet inhabited by pigmen. And his first 2D platformer will give you a new perspective on his adorably fierce partners. They'll explore the planet secret by secret to find thousands of sparklium seeds and treasure to refuel his ship. Use the touchscreen to throw Pikmin into action and team up like never before. Will our half-pint hero find a way to save himself? There's only one way to find out. The Hey Pikmin game rockets onto the Nintendo 3DS family of systems July 28th. That same day, the new Pikmin amiibo figure crops up on store shelves. In the run-up to launch, we'll reveal more about amiibo functionality and what's in store for Olimar and his Pikmin.
Hello, I'm Koichi Ishii, producer and director of EVER-Oasis from Grezzo. In EVER-Oasis, you are the defender of the world's last oasis, and you must work together with the water spirit Esna to help it grow and thrive. Esna is an important partner who will nourish the oasis with water and support your adventures. As you overcome the many challenges that face the oasis, I hope you'll recognize the bond that links your heart and life with those of Esna. The story has been designed to illustrate the importance of kindness and at times to touch the heart. So I hope you'll enjoy it. EVER-Oasis will be released on June 23rd. We're excited to show you more about the bittersweet world of EVER-Oasis, so be on the lookout for more information in the near future.
Prepare to embark on an RPG adventure unlike anything the Monster Hunter series has ever known. In Monster Hunter Stories, become a rider and bond with monsters to raise their potential and unleash powerful combos. Players can fly, swim, and crash into new areas of the map. Discover eggs to collect and hatch. And participate in turn-based battles with a party of multiple monsters. Monster Hunter Stories launches on Nintendo 3DS this fall. When something strange happens, we all know why. Yokai. Whether you missed it the first time or want to fall in love with it again, the definitive version of the sequel is here. Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters. You don't need to be a mind reader to know that the new exclusive quests will be wild. From the ability to befriend wicked yokai to the origin of Dark Nyan. You'll even hop a ride on the Hexpress to a new resort area. Plus, the fan-favorite multiplayer action mode has been expanded into Psychic Yokai Watch Blasters, which lets you team up with friends to battle new challenging bosses. Once again, the time has come to get inspirited by the world of yokai in fall of 2017. NIS America is bringing some of their best to the West. The Cold Step series is celebrating its 20th anniversary, and what better way than with the release of Cold Step Revolt on Nintendo 3DS. Hundreds of cards means endless strategy in the newest entry of this popular card meets board game mashup. It's releasing August 29th in both standard and limited edition. Nearly an infinite amount of tales are waiting to be told in RPG Maker Fest. This RPG creation tool will allow you to share your stories online with other players when it launches on Nintendo 3DS. Downloadable content will include crossover character skins from Disgaea, Disgaea 5, and more, so you can share the greatness of Prinny with your friends. A free download called Maker Player will also be available in Nintendo eShop. It lets anyone play the RPGs you make with RPG Maker Fest, whether they own the full game or not. You can wield the full power of this incredible tool by purchasing the standard or limited edition when they launch in the US June 27th. You've never played an RPG quite like this before. In Miitopia, the Dark Lord has stolen the townspeople's faces, and only you can restore them. Cast me characters of your friends and your favorite people in roles across the kingdom by customizing their personalities, phrases, and jobs. As you journey across the land, your allies will bond, or even fight, so manage their room assignments and watch the hilarity unfold. Together you'll battle enemies, hunt treasure, and open up new areas of the map. The turn-based battles are straight out of a JRPG, except with a twist. Your allies have a mind of their own. The relationships you build affect their performance in battle. As their bonds deepen, they'll learn new abilities. And with a high friendship status, they may even team up for attacks. Defeat an enemy and you'll earn XP, which can be used to unlock more abilities. Imagine casting one of your best friends as a gritty warrior, or seeing your boss as a pop star. In Miitopia, you'll have that power, and many, many more, when the game launches later this year. Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia will take the series back to its roots, but one modern enhancement will expand your adventure. Downloadable content. Some of it will be free, and some will be paid. But no matter what, you can expect new maps and dungeons that will test your strategic merit, while earning you more experience, items, or gold. You may even learn more about character backstories. This content can be purchased individually, in packs, or all at once through a season pass, so you can access each as soon as it's released. Keep your eyes on the horizon for full details, including release timing. This year marks Kirby's 25th anniversary. In celebration, we've prepared a few fun little surprises. First, the Team Kirby Clash Deluxe game is headed to Nintendo eShop on Nintendo 3DS. In this co-op action game, Kirby, must unite to do battle with giant enemies. Just select a quest in town and form a team from 4 roles: Sword Hero, Hammer Lord, Beam Mage, or Dr. Healmore. Go it alone or together with friends. There are tons of quests, plus a brand new challenge system. Team Kirby Clash Deluxe is a free to start game, and you can get started right away when it launches today. Next, Kirby's Blowout Blast is also headed to Nintendo 3DS systems, and that means Kirby is about to fight his way through a series of challenging 3D worlds. As the game becomes available for purchase this summer, exclusively in Nintendo eShop. And last but not least, a new multiplayer action game is in development for Nintendo 3DS systems. This title will be available in stores and on Nintendo eShop this holiday. You could say that 2017 is Kirby's big year. In an odd twist of fate, a box is the last defense against annihilation. Luckily, QB is no ordinary box. Adorable phenomena known as Q-Babies lend him for our new game of the Box Boy trilogy. Create boxes to climb, hover, warp, and bomb your way to salvation. Do whatever it takes to solve more than 100 puzzles across 18 plus deadly worlds, and destroy the black smoke once and for all. Survive new hazards, beat new challenges, use new powers like the Box Rocket, and dress for success with amiibo costumes. If you have save data of the first 2 games, you can play this one with a Game Boy or monochromatic filter on. Try a demo for all 3 games today, and check out boxboy.nintendo.com for more info. Or better yet, just purchase and download the latest installment in the series, created by HAL Laboratory, the developers behind the Kirby series. Bye Bye Box Boy launches today on Nintendo eShop for Nintendo 3DS. 3 new amiibo figures of Link from past entries of the Legend of Zelda series will journey onto store shelves June 23rd. Plus, amiibo figures for Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta will roll into stores on July 21st. Each one will be available in 2 versions, but some will only be available at select retailers.
Alright, next up, let's reach a little deeper into our next title, ARMS. Please take a look.
Hi there, ladies and gents. I'm Biff, your trusty ARMS commentator. I'm usually pretty quiet, but I'm always game to talk about the ARMS game. specialized extendable arm. So let's get into it. Now stay tuned and always stay in arm's reach. Sorry, couldn't resist. Yep, you guessed it. The biggest feature is the weaponry fighters attached to their fists, called arms. There are standard glove-type arms, multi-shot arms that really cause a ruckus, specialized curving arms for cornering opponents, and powerful heavyweight class arms, just to name a few. Each arm has a special attribute that activates when charged up. Light up your opponent to knock him down with fire. Stun and electrify your right with lightning. Blow away the competition with a tornado of wind. And freeze your foe to slow him down with ice. You get the point. You want more, right? Perfectly normal. Try the Get Arms service, courtesy of the Arms League. The in-game currency you earn can be used for a chance to unlock new arms. The more you fight, the more arms you have in your arsenal. There's a veritable treasure trove of arms on offer, and the fighters who use them are pretty tricky themselves. The comeback king of the rocket girl who never flinches, the elusive ninja, one tough mummy, and my idol, Ribbon Girl. Their unique traits are as distinguished as the fighters themselves. Not to mention, each one can mix and match any two available arms. That's right, fighting fans. The game gets deeper and deeper as players discover new combinations of fighters and arms. Now, get a load of this. Today, I'll give you a peek into how deep the strategy can get and how much it depends on your own approach to arming and using a fighter in an actual match. Now, it's time to get amped up as I introduce to you a new contender, the Ramen Bomber, Min Min. Min Min is one spicy noodle-wielding fighter. When she dodges in the air, she can also kick down enemy attacks. Wait, you didn't think punches are the only attacks in arms, did you? That's one big misconception.
Oh, wait.
Min Min is living proof of that. She can throw her opponent, and her left arm can transform into a dragon. This augmented arm can maintain a longer charge, so beat the sauce out of your rivals. Anyone getting hungry? I wish my arms were made of noodles. Sorry, I lost myself there for a sec. Next up is the enthusiastic Spring Man. After charging up, release to initiate a shockwave that can repel attacks with his overflowing energy and determination. His famous forte involves deflecting his opponent's punches, then delivering powerful counterattacks. When his health drops below 25%, his never-say-die attitude kicks in, and his punches will stay perma-charged. His slick-back spring hair isn't just for show. He actually gets stronger after bouncing back from a desperate situation. You know, I feel a fight coming. Guess I'll serve as your commentator. Let's see, Min Min has a fiery Ram Ram on the right and a fiery dragon on the left. She must have a hot temper. Spring Man has a fiery Slap-A-Mander on the right and an icy Chilla on the left. Huh, not sure where he's going with that. Well, let's take up arms. Okay, here's Min Min. Right away, she's charging up, and there's her dragon arm. With her dragon arm and that dragon arm, really looks like a real dragon. The dragon roofs opponents with a high-powered laser. There's a bit of delay before it fires, but its power is exceptional. She's got Springman cornered with her combo attacks, and a left, and a right, and a... Wait! Springman's counterattack has kicked in after deflecting a shockwave. Her dragon arm has no choice but to return to old ramen noodles. Both fighters continue to pummel each other. Ouch! He lands a right while dodging the laser. Min Min won't last if this keeps up. Carefully timing the gaps between punches is an important technique. Wow, she's dishing out quick hits like she's cutting noodles. You'll notice Min Min carefully arcing her punches with her Ram Ram. She must be trying to rack up small hits over time. Boy, it's getting heated on the edge of the ramen bowl. Oh, again with the dragon arm. Her left arm is really charged up. Their assaults continue while they expertly dodge incoming attacks. And here comes the finisher. Wait, no! Instead, she avoids the counterattack with the guard. Talk about clarity under pressure, but just how much damage can her right arm take? Oh no, her right arm is down. She's completely open to attack until she can... Yes, she manages to recover. Her kick is smacking down his arms, and now a simultaneous punch. Both fighters are desperately trying to recover their footing. Bam! He took that powered-up dragon, and it's not looking good. Springman's last hope is his special comeback. He'll never give up. Min Min has to finish this match before it's too late. Can she seal the deal? Yes, she did, thanks to her dragon's laser. Min Min steals the win. So how'd that strike you? From the fighters to their arms and abilities, there's an arsenal of techniques to unleash, and the rivalry is heating up. Now that is ARMS. And when I say rivalry, I'm not just talking about one-on-one matches. Sometimes you just gotta shake things up with some two-on-two action. We got a lot more hiding up our long sleeves, so please stay tuned. Stretch the limits of your fighting skills when ARMS launches June 16th. Until next time, fighting fans.
Alongside the launch of ARMS, we'll release a new color of Joy-Con and Joy-Con strap, neon yellow. And we're also releasing a Joy-Con attachment that extends the battery life. It's nice to have when you want to play for a long time without charging. Next, we'll speed run through some more headlines for Nintendo Switch.
Alright, time to speed run through some headlines. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe marks the return of fan-favorite racers and double items, while introducing a huge battle mode featuring all new battle courses. Plus more characters, karts, and tracks unlocked from the start than any Mario Kart game in series history. The online mode has a fun way of keeping things fresh. Choose Race, and you'll join 11 other players and switch between random assortments of tracks. Choose Battle, and you'll even switch between modes like Good Old Balloon Battle or Renegade Roundup, so be ready for anything. For a more personalized experience, you can also play with friends in a friend room, where you pick the rules, the items, the CPUs, and more. You can even create or enter a full-fledged in-game tournament. Speaking of, Nintendo will be hosting two of our own, one for racing and one for battle, to celebrate the launch of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Stay tuned for more info because the race begins when the game launches April 28th. Ultra Street Fighter 2, The Final Challengers, marks nearly 10 years since fans have seen a new iteration of the beloved classic. You can throw down as one of the original fighters in all-new HD graphics, or choose the retro pixel art. Ultra Street Fighter 2 also features two new playable characters, the first new additions in the classic roster in over 20 years. Evil Ryu has succumbed to the murderer Satsui no Hado, and M. Bison has brainwashed his friend, creating Violent Ken, bringing the roster to 19 fighters. See who reigns supreme in fierce local or online multiplayer competitions. For a change of pace, the all-new Way Up the Hado mode lets you throw a Hadouken from a first-person perspective. And two-player co-op battles give you and a friend one health bar for two-player versus CPU beatdowns. Want to take it easy? Activate special moves with one button in handheld mode using the light battle feature. No matter what, take the fight with you on Nintendo Switch. Ultra Street Fighter 2 The Final Challengers launches May 26th. Minecraft, one of the most popular games of all time, is coming to Nintendo Switch. It's a game about placing blocks and going on adventures. Explore randomly generated worlds and build amazing things from the simplest homes to the grandest of castles. Play in creative mode with unlimited resources, or mine deep into the world in survival mode. crafting weapons and armor to fend off dangerous mobs. You don't have to explore or build the world alone, though. Up to 8 crafters can play together online, while 4 can join each other in local multiplayer on the TV or in tabletop mode, supporting both split screen and the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Nintendo and Minecraft fans alike will also be happy to learn that the Super Mario Mashup Pack will be launching on the Nintendo Switch console. Play and explore a world full of classic characters and places from the Mario universe. Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition, including the Super Mario Mashup Pack, will launch on Nintendo eShop May 11th and in stores at a later date. Happy building! Neo Geo masterpieces make awesome additions to any arcade, and Nintendo Switch is no different. In fact, arcade classic Samurai Showdown 4 will be available tomorrow. Look out for these other Golden Age greats coming soon. 99% of the world is dangling in the evil clutches of Eggman and his terrifying new power. But never fear. Sonic is here to face the danger. Now fight back. Free the world from Eggman using the Blue Blur's stylish high-speed moves. And who is this alternate version summoned to this world by Eggman? Can he return to... A new ally will rise up as well. Sonic Forces races to the west, Holiday 20... There's more Sonics. Fight to win by changing the most panels to your color and blow up your opponents. Sometimes flipping panels can yield items. They can boost your movement speed and panel flipping power. Play with friends in 4-player local multiplayer, or connect to the internet to face down opponents the world over. Look out for this title exclusively on Nintendo eShop for Nintendo Switch this summer. Fate Extella is headed to Nintendo Switch with an all-star cast of characters from the series. Lead a mythical servant in a fight for dominance of enemies in this intense action game.
Alright, just give it some time.
With overwhelming power on your side, you'll crush thousands of enemies all by yourself. Fate Extella will launch on July 25th. Tactical, dangerous, over the top, Disgaea 5 Complete is many things, with many distinct characters. You'll follow the Princess Overlord of the gorgeous netherworld, Seraphina, and of course, the demonic wanderer, Killia, on his quest for revenge. A demo of the game will haunt Nintendo eShop soon, and you can explore the netherworld to your heart's content when the standard and limited edition launches on Nintendo Switch May 23rd. We're about 2 weeks out from the release of the 4-player puzzle mashup game Puyo Puyo Tetris. While you're probably familiar with Tetris, you may be new to Puyo Puyo. That's downright famous in Japan, but hasn't been seen much in the West. Similar to Tetris, pairs of Puyo fall from the top of your board and collect at the bottom. You'll move and rotate the Puyos, but unlike Tetris, your goal isn't to create a line, but to gather a clump of the same colored Puyos and clear them. The difference may seem small, but the strategies are very different, especially when you start setting up chains to drop garbage Puyo and sabotage your opponent's board. Are you up for the challenge? Well, a demo is launching on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation ends. The demo will give you a taste of both the solo arcade and multiplayer arcade modes. Unsure how to play? Well, don't worry. Lessons mode is included as well. Give it a try. One of the most famous board games ever, which now up to 6 players in a whole new way, and bring the board game to life anywhere at any time. With HD Rumble, it even feels like the dice are rolling in your hand. There are exclusive tokens to earn, new boards to discover, and new rules that will change your strategy. Be ready for more additional content, new twists. Rayman Legends Definitive Edition is the ultimate version of the award-winning game. Pick your favorite character and get absorbed once again into the mythical glade of dreams. The gang must run, jump, and smack their way through different worlds to save the day in this discover the secrets of each legendary painting. Exclusive to the Nintendo Switch, the Kung Foot experience now offers a solo mode and a tournament mode for pitting up to 8 teams against each other. You can also connect 2 consoles for playing in local co-op. Get ready for a lot of laughs when the game launches later this year. If you're game for something different, then THQ Nordic has your back. The dieselpunk shoot-'em-up game Cinemora X was co-developed by Grasshopper Manufacturer and Digital Reality. Find out what choices you'd make if you knew exactly how much life you had left to live when this stirring tale of honor and morality launches on Nintendo Switch this summer, complete with a local co-op and versus mode. Battle Chasers Night War is an RPG inspired by console classics and based on the fan-favorite Battle Chasers comic book series. You can dive deep into its dungeons, and even deeper into its turn-based combat when the game releases first on Nintendo Switch in late summer. Getting paid to be the bad guys is as sweet of a gig as ever in Payday 2 for Nintendo Switch.
Okay, let's do this.
You and 3 other players can band together for intense co-op action and rise to the top of the criminal underworld for bigger jobs and better pays. Use the cash you stash to customize your character with new skills that change the way you play. A huge amount of Payday 2 content will be released on Nintendo Switch, so it'll be high time to open this vault later this year. Some of the most popular Namco games of all time are headed to Nintendo Switch. With Namco Museum, you can play classics like Pac-Man, Galaga, or Splatterhouse anytime, anywhere. And multiplayer favorites like Rolling Thunder, Sky Kid, and Tank Force are perfect for a local co-op with family and friends. You can use the standard horizontal display, or even switch to a vertical layout for that classic arcade feel. Stop and resume your gameplay at any time with ease while testing your skills in fun challenge modes designed for each game. The classic fun begins when Namco Museum comes to Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch this summer. We're happy to confirm that limited quantities of the standalone Nintendo Switch dock will be available for purchase May 19th. You can hook up an extra dock to a separate TV, so you can switch from one to the other without unplugging your main setup. If you're interested, it's available at participating retailers or head to store.nintendo.com. Grab 3 of your best Inkling teammates and fire up your Wii U console, because Battle5 is hosting the Splatoon US Inkling Open, the online event you've been waiting for. If you're 18 years or older and based in the US, you can register your team at battle5.com/Splatoon, where you'll also find details, rules, and tournament times. Who knows, if you splat with the best of them, you may even win a trip to E3 2017.
Well, let's dive into our last game of the day, Splatoon 2. I hope you like it.
Okay, you guys, you know what? We're gonna go back to
Are your regulatory systems functioning? On behalf of the Squid Research Lab, I certainly hope so, because the findings we're about to present may be startling. Oh,
so
that's right.
let's close that out and let's go back to Nintendo. So we're gonna try to go to history. Yeah, history right there. We'll go to history, and we're gonna go and scroll down below just to see where it is. Just now, this is my stream. I already streamed it by far ago, so at least okay, this is the one. So just now, let's just at least wait for that. So at least there's nothing wrong with the chat over here because somehow I was using this on the Wii U as my internet. So just now, let's just play it, and it's getting some time to wait. So this is where we go and wait until these guys are done discussing and just to waiting to see so that we can go in and start because somehow you guys will feel free to come back to the stream. Come back to my live stream, and just now we can talk about a little bit more what's the Nintendo is bringing out with this and what sort of the graphics about to bring out next. So I'm waiting forward to more Smash Brothers, more Mario Party because somehow I'm not so sure I'm a Mario Party fan myself, and also coming out this next summer like coming in summer because I believe I'm about to make another Metro game called Metro Prime 4 somehow because I believe it comes out maybe in June. I don't know. Well, at least you guys had to let me know in the chat like what you think of what Nintendo is about to bring out next. So just now, I'm just going to Nintendo channel to just look at people chat. That we're just discussing some topics of what Nintendo is about to be made of. So let me know in the comments how many are you guys fan of Smash Brothers and how did you play it. So it's been a while because I've been playing Super Smash Brothers with my friend's house since long time. Okay, it was bad in the past and a few years ago since I played it, and somehow we used to be playing it on the GameCube. It's much more memories because we had so much fun of playing it, and somehow we just have a lot more fun in playing it on the Wii, or in the Wii U. Because anyhow, you'll get the point what I'm saying to you guys. Because you know what, when we are watching Nintendo Direct, we're gonna go ahead and see how well because Nintendo is gonna bring out yet because somehow because they turning the chance to focus on some more quality of what the graphics of the games about to be next or what some whatever new feature they're about to bring up. So if you guys want to chat along with me, just feel free. So what you think Nintendo is about to bring up new features and all that kind of stuff. Not to say future, but just to see how many new features that they're about to have. So just to want to make sure I keep pronouncing that right. So just now, in case you guys are coming to the stream, just let me know so that we already continue to start. Because anyhow, we really want to hear your prediction of what you think Nintendo is about to bring up next. So you guys are feeling free to come along and just to chat with me. So it says to tune in for roughly 30 minutes of information focused on Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo Switch title launching this year, including details on Mario Tennis X. Oh, you know what? I am waiting for it my entire life. If you have not seen me play Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, I prefer going check it down far at the end of my multi playlist because I think it's a pretty fun game. I usually play with my little sister because somehow she feel like interest playing Mario Tennis Ultra Smash because it's much more fun memories because I played like 3 years ago. 3 years since I played Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. It was way more fun. And I suspect you go check that out because I started YouTube since September and I finally got the game since November. And somehow I really enjoy playing it because somehow I really got a lot to learn of YouTube experience of whatsoever I had to go in and do to make it to a really good channel. So just now, let's just hope your prediction in the chat. So in case you guys have come, just let me know. So that we can at least talk and discuss some much more new games that's about to be coming out on the Switch. I hope Kirby Star Allies is about to come out on the Switch. So if you guys are excited for that, just let me know. So I can hear your names. So anyway, none of you guys are chatting, okay? Because we got 3 people out watching the stream and not nobody wanted to chat with me. So just now, don't be shy, you guys. I'm not gonna scream out loud. Just chat, all right? We're here to talk and discussing a walkthrough whatsoever. Nintendo is brought up next. So at least it's about to be starting right now. So let's just find out. So at least it's almost about to get to 5. So we're going to get to 5. So at least let's just hope it comes. It's coming. So it's just taking some time to load. So it's finally coming up. So let me go back to the Nintendo channel and see if at the chat is saying. So off with Amiibo. Okay, we check. Yeah, well, I am not playing the Kingdom Hearts game since it's not come out on Nintendo anymore because it's only localized to play on the PlayStation or your Xbox because anyhow, I've not played Kingdom Hearts. So I know that Kingdom Hearts is some sort of like it's an anime Disney game because somehow it just mixed up together just to see that anime wanted to go ahead and meet with Disney. So I think it's already starting. So let's just all be quiet and enjoy the stream.
Hi everyone. The time has come for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide. I have lots of information to share about upcoming games for Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS. Up first, some Nintendo 3DS headlines.
It's the biggest collection in this microgame series. The latest in the WarioWare series is coming to the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. Which means there's a new way to play Wario's strangely satisfying microgames. With classics and new additions, there are 300 microgames to enjoy, making this the biggest entry in the series. Press buttons. Tilt the system. Use the touchscreen. And microphone. Only Wario can come up with this many control schemes. Think fast. What playstyle is required for this one? Better figure it out and dig that crazy action while it's hot. Hey, some familiar characters are rocking new looks. This is the most jam-packed game in the series yet. Just look at that face. Even Wario can't contain his wicked grin. WarioWare Gold launches August 3rd. Get ready for pulse-pounding post-apocalyptic races and battles. Race down enemy Groks and rock them in battle to defend frontier villages. Yes, sir. Action meets tower defense in Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers. This time, the Red Flash himself, Dylan, will team up with your own animalized Mii character. Be strategic and use your whole team. What in tarnation? Your friend's Mii characters can join the team as gunners. Well, you'll need their help to face each wave of transforming monsters. Who or what will you and Dylan get tangled up with? Never mind that. There's an enemy invasion to stop, and a frontier in desperate need of some heroes. A demo version of the game will be available for download May 10th. The full game, Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers, rolls into Nintendo eShop on Nintendo 3DS May 24th. Are the brothers and Bowser still better together? Nintendo DS classic Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story is back for more gut-busting adventures. Mario and Luigi have been tasked with finding a cure for the Blorbs, a disease threatening all life in the Mushroom Kingdom. But, thanks to Fawful, both brothers have been devoured by Bowser, and so their journey takes them deep into the belly of the beast, leaving Bowser to scour the kingdom for the cure. The only way forward is to change between the bros and Bowser. The big bad will even beef up for monstrous boss battles fit for a king. Take him down in this action-packed RPG. And, uh-oh, looks like his boy wants in on the action. Find out what happens behind the scenes in the untold story of Bowser Jr. When Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey launches in 2019. Here's the scoop on Detective Pikachu, plus a new amiibo. Something about this Pikachu is a little different. He's gruff.
You agree with me, don't you?
His mouth.
Hey, don't boss me around.
Likes coffee.
This I have planned is as delicious as ever.
And no one knows why. Welcome to Rhyme City, where humans and Pokemon usually live in harmony. But recently, Pokemon have been behaving oddly and running amok.
So there's a fake...
Luckily, a boy named Tim and Detective Pikachu are on the case, facing each mystery head-on.
Quick attack! How was that? Did I do it?
As of today, the game is available for pre-purchase in Nintendo eShop on Nintendo 3DS. Crack the case with Detective Pikachu when the game launches March 23rd. Plus, keep your eyes peeled for this extra-large Detective Pikachu amiibo figure, which launches the same day. That mysterious mansion has reappeared in the Nintendo 3DS remake. Nintendo GameCube classic Luigi's Mansion has been remade for Nintendo 3DS. Fans of the Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon game can now explore the original mansion where Mario went missing. Luigi is something of a scaredy cat, but these classic ghosts and traps are no match for his vacuum cleaner. Besides, the mansion's map will be displayed on the bottom screen. If you work up the courage, fight the ghosts of your past battles in the new boss rush mode. Luigi's Mansion for Nintendo 3DS launches this year. That's all for Nintendo 3DS.
So far, so good? Well, let's keep the headlines coming. It's time for Nintendo Switch.
Kirby can even make friends with those characters? Kirby Star Allies finally launches next week. As you fight through your adventure, you'll reach dream palaces where, surprise, even fan-favorite legacy characters can become Kirby's friends. Well, dream friends anyway. When you're saving the world, it's nice to have some heavy hitters on your side, even likes of King Dedede, Meta Knight, and Bandana Waddle Dee. Eventually, more Dream Friends will be added to the game via free updates after launch. The first update will include Rick, Kine, and Koo. Marks, and Gooey. It's like a dream come true to bring this ragtag crew of characters together from across the Kirby series. Kirby Star Allies launches on Nintendo Switch March 16th, and the first free update will be available March 28th. Oh yeah, a quick reminder, a free demo is available now in Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch. What else are friends for? An epic tale returns with new artistic touches. Okami, the grand adventure in classical Japanese style, rises again in the HD version. To save the land from a terrible curse, the legendary Okami Amaterasu was resurrected, setting off on a quest with the wandering artist, Isu. Overcome challenges using the power of the gods, the Celestial Brush. With mere brush strokes, you can make a variety of miracles come to fruition. In the Nintendo Switch version, use touchscreen control in handheld mode.
Oh, okay.
Or use the Joy-Con controller's motion controls in TV mode or tabletop mode.
Oh, that's cool.
Both methods offer an intuitive way to solve puzzles and defeat your foes. Meet an eclectic cast. Solve mysteries. And slay countless monsters to discover what awaits at your journey's end. Okami HD launches on Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch this summer.
That's just a remaster 200.
Eat up and throw sushi on Nintendo Switch. An adventure unlike any other. With conveyor belt sushi action, it's Sushi Striker, the way of Sushido. The story takes place after the bitter sushi struggles. Raised in a world where sushi is forbidden, Musashi must wage all-out conveyor belt sushi battles to defeat the Empire and topple its sushi monopoly. The gameplay is deep, but the basics are simple. Just eat more and more sushi to pile up plates of matching colors on a table, then throw them all at your opponent. Mix up your strategies to crush your enemies. If you manage to pull off a special move created by one of your sushi sprites, you may be able to get the upper hand in battle. Of course, there's a multiplayer mode too. Battling fellow sushi strikers online can get intense. Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido launches simultaneously on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS June 8th. More travelers, more details, and more launch info.
Hello, this is Masashi Takahashi from Square Enix. Today, I have 3 news items to share with you. First, I'd like to introduce 2 more main characters.
What lies beyond the horizon?
Meet Tressa the Merchant. She sets off to find her own adventure and gain experience in her job. Her path action is purchase, which means she can obtain special items from townsfolk.
I helped out someone in a bind. Simple as that.
And this is Alfin, the apothecary. He embarks on his journey to heal those suffering across the continent. His path action is inquire. He can worm out info others aren't privy to in standard conversations. Next, let's talk about jobs in battle. Characters start out with a base job, but they can equip an additional job to use in battle. For instance, if another character like the merchant Tressa equips the dancer job, the combined jobs and abilities expand your strategic options. Finally, we know many of you have been wondering about the release date. The game launches July 13th. Additionally, we will be offering a special edition of the game. Inside, you'll find a pop-up book introducing the 8 characters and their places of origin, a helpful map for your adventure, a sound selection CD, and a replica coin based on the in-game currency. This special edition will be released the same day as the regular version of the game. Your comments have provided the development team with reference points and inspiration as we head into the home stretch of our work with the game. Please look forward to the release of Octopath Traveler.
What happens when an otaku assassin enters the game world? The legendary gaming console, the Death Drive Mark II. Travis Touchdown wanders into the game world and embarks on a rampage of epic proportions. Inside, there's an action game, racing, puzzles, a total of 7 different game titles. With his beam katana in hand, he vows to exterminate every last bug he finds. Chain his simple yet exhilarating basic attacks and his arsenal of skill attacks to cut them down to size. A brutal boss lurks at the end of each game. Creatively combine your moves to crush them. Pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend for co-op multiplayer. And partner up with the one and only Badman. Did we mention the adventure mode, which tells a new story? Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch in 2018. In Dark Souls, every challenge is an opportunity. Plus, Amiibo. Dark Souls. A world wrought with despair and hope. In the seemingly endless cycle of death, one clean victory becomes a moment you'll never forget. Now you can savor your accomplishments anytime, anywhere for the first time on console with Nintendo Switch. Before launch, there's going to be a network test, so players can try the game. If this will be your first Dark Souls experience, welcome to a brave new world. Separately, the Solaire of Astora amiibo will be released. With it, you can perform the popular Praise the Sun gesture with reckless abandon. Dark Souls Remastered and the Solaire of Astora amiibo launch on May 25th.
How's it going so far? Well, I have a quick reminder. Did you hear that My Nintendo members can now redeem gold points for digital games and DLC on the Nintendo Switch system? Just choose to use your points during the checkout process in Nintendo eShop for Nintendo Switch or on the Nintendo website. Visit the My Nintendo website to learn more. Okay, we have more Nintendo Switch headlines, but first, let's shine a nice long spotlight on one title in particular. Please take a look.
Okay,
All-Star
I've been
roster
waiting for
Mario
this, you
Series
guys.
favorites is ready to
I've been
rally
waiting for this.
full-blown tennis bats using their most tactical,
Yes.
tricked-out shots ever. Mario Tennis Aces. There are more than 15 playable characters, each with their own distinct characteristics. The varied playstyles on the Nintendo Switch system allow up to 4 players to step onto the court together. Today we'll mainly cover the essentials of the refined tennis gameplay. There's a variety of shots to serve up, like a basic shot, top spin, slice, and a lob that'll zoom over your opponent's head, just to name a few.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Why not aim and then shoot? Introducing the all-new Zone Shot. It lets you pinpoint any spot you want to aim at using motion controls and send the ball crashing down. Zone shots are really powerful, so if you get hit by one, your racket will take some damage. If your racket takes 3 hits, it'll break, forcing you to forfeit if it's your last one. It's an instant KO. But don't give up hope. You can stop a zone shot with a block. Return a shot with perfect timing, and you'll block, protecting your racket. It's no small feat to nail the timing just right. That's where zone speed comes into play. When using zone speed, the world around you moves in slow motion, allowing you to perform incredible feats, like chasing down a quick shot. It's no instant win card, but it makes it a bit easier to block powerful zone shots. Of course, you can't just spam zone shots and zone speed the whole match. You can only initiate these moves by using up some of your energy gauge. The energy gauge slowly fills up the longer you keep a rally going. But the fastest way to fill up your gauge is with the new trick shot. If a ball gets away from you, you can jump over to knock it back. It's a risky maneuver. If you don't judge the timing or distance correctly, you may waste your energy or lose a point. But if you're successful, your energy gauge will get a big boost. Fill up your gauge, and it's go time. Initiate your ultimate shot, the special shot. It will eat up your energy in a big way, but this thing can really turn the tide. It may even destroy your opponent's racket in one hit. However, not even a special shot guarantees a win. There's always a chance it could be blocked, so watch out. In these intense matches, every move you make presents a risk, and hopefully a reward. Your energy gauge could be the key to victory. Will you use it for an offensive zone shot? Or use it for some defensive zone speed? Let's say you go for the zone shot. Will you go for a surefire point? Or will you try to destroy your opponent's racket and run the risk of getting blocked? Non-stop, split-second strategies may be the best part about Mario Tennis Aces. Purists rejoice. You can also play using simple rules, which means only basic shots are allowed. Once you connect online, you can play a match with friends or other players. Events and online tournaments will help allow you to compete against other players. Matchmaking is based on your record during the event. As a participation bonus, you can get special outfits or even additional characters. There's also swing mode, which allows you to use your Joy-Con like a tennis racket. Forehand, backhand, slice, and lob. This mode is perfect if you want to play the game casually with your friends and family, or just get your body moving. The game offers a refined approach to tennis gameplay, focusing on deep strategic chaos. Plus, the story mode will offer other twists to the good old game of tennis. Mario Tennis Aces launches June 22nd. Oh, and one last thing. As we approach game's launch, we decided to hold a pre-launch. That way, you can try out Mario Tennis Aces for yourself. We'll announce the details at a later date, so please stay tuned.
We'll have more on Mario Tennis Aces in the future. Let's continue with some Nintendo Switch headlines.
Captain Toad is ready to explore other systems. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is bound for Nintendo Switch. Explore a variety of tricky sandbox-style levels inspired by Japanese box garden called Hakoniwa. You can rotate the camera and touch the screen for a better view of hidden treasures. And this time, we've included a few Super Mario Odyssey levels too. Now you can explore locales from a variety of kingdoms. Check out Udon City. By the way, did you know Captain Toad also appeared in Super Mario Odyssey? The Nintendo Switch version can be played with a friend by sharing a pair of Joy-Con controllers. While one player controls Captain Toad, the other can assist with things like turnip cover fire, so you can enjoy tracking treasure together. We also plan to release a Nintendo 3DS version with 3D visuals and touchscreen controls. It feels like there's a box garden right in your hands. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker launches July 13th. Hey, who turned out the lights? Crashes Nintendo Switch. The impossible isn't possible until it happens. All 3 original Crash Bandicoot games are debuting on a Nintendo system for the very first time. Spin, jump, and whump through the trilogy's 100-plus action platforming levels as Crash and his sister Coco. Everything from the cinematics to the animations to the lush environments has been fully updated since the original games, so they'll look great on your TV or on the go. Ruin Dr. Neo Cortex's plans for world domination and save Tana in Crash Bandicoot. Form an uneasy alliance with the mad scientist in Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. And stop him in the evil Uka Uka through a battle across time in Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Believe it or not, the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is officially making the whump to Nintendo Switch July 10th. Never fear, Little Nightmares is almost here. From award-winning independent developer Tarsier Studios comes a charmingly horrific adventure like no other. The puzzle platformer Little Nightmares will trap you in the Maw, a vast vessel of mystery haunted by corrupted souls.
Scary.
The complete edition on Nintendo Switch contains 2 haunting tales in one package. In 6 and the kids' separate adventures, You must face their childhood fears across all 8 chapters, including all past downloadable content. Each room is a cell. Each resident is a threat. And both present complex 3D puzzles to master. Not to mention, you can receive the Nintendo Switch exclusive in-game Pacu mask by tapping the Pac-Man amiibo figure. Little Nightmares Complete Edition releases on May 18th. South Park is coming to Nintendo Switch. We're excited to announce that South Park, The Fractured But Whole is coming to Nintendo Switch. From the creators of South Park comes this outrageously offensive superhero adventure that you can play anytime, anywhere for the very first time. Customize your avatar. Come on down to South Park and join Stan, Kyle, Kenny, and Cartman's superhero team. Have yourself a time with a battle system as surprisingly deep as the show that spun.
Aw, you just let him hit you.
Choose a class, level up, build your notoriety, craft items, go on quests, and more. All past DLC will be available for purchase individually or as a part of the Season Pass. DLC 1, Danger Deck, and DLC 2, From Dusk Till Casa Bonita, will be available at launch. And DLC 3, Bring the Crunch, will tell an additional story when it releases later this year. South Park, The Fractured But Whole, releases on Nintendo Switch April 24th. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition launches when exactly? Let's take a quick moment for a release date announcement. The heroes and villains of the Legend of Zelda series are about to spring into action once more, this spring. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition launches May 18th only on Nintendo Switch. ARMS fans, don't miss this. The ARMS League is pleased to extend an invitation to all you hardcore fans out there who've been playing the game, enjoying all the added characters and stages, and going online to play the new Party Pass mode. We're happy to announce the ARMS US and Canada Online Open. Prelims will take place in the game's online ranked match mode from March 8th to March 18th. 8 top players will then move on to the online finals March 31st. All finalists will receive a custom art piece created by the development team. We'll be streaming the event live from Nintendo of America headquarters on our official site. Stay tuned for our social channels for more details in the coming weeks.
Alright, so I gotta keep on getting better at ARMS because I have not played ARMS in a while.
On March 31st, we'll be hosting a 3-day test punch. Download this demo event from Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch. Play for free and see what you think of the world's stretchiest fighting game. On March 21st, producer Kosuke Yabuki will discuss the development of ARMS at the Game Developers Conference. And Hisashi Nogami will present separately on the Splatoon franchise, so look out for coverage of both. Inkopolis News Bulletin. It's update time. This April, Splatoon 2 is getting an update. Version 3.0 is coming. Here's a brief and briny taste of what's to come. 100 new pieces of gear. That means fresh looks, just in time for spring. Plus, more stages. Piranha Pit. Camp Triggerfish. And the hottest date spot for the hippest Inklings. Wahoo World. And what? Rank X is here. Rank X is an extreme rank. Even higher than S+. More details are coming soon. Once you meet certain conditions, Callie will appear in Octo Canyon. The world of Splatoon 2 continues to evolve, so don't miss out. Now, a word from the Squid Research Lab. Check out their latest video.
That's neat.
Hello, Squid Research Lab here. So, how was it? You just got a sneak peek at the first paid downloadable content for Splatoon 2, the hefty new single-player mode, Octo Expansion. You'll play as the new character Agent 8, who looks like an Octoling. She wakes up on the platform of a dark subway station without her memories. Looks like some kind of shady underground test facility. In this massive subterranean world, there are 80 of these test facilities connected by a subway. You'll depart from the station with purpose. A variety of missions await Agent 8 and her talents. Expect new stories to unfold, shedding new light on beloved characters. You may think you know everything about the world of Splatoon, but these waters run deep, and so does the lore. Escape from these twisted depths, and you'll be able to join multiplayer matches as an expectation. You bet!
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Oh, well, actually, we have one more announcement. Please take a look at our last video for the day.
Oh shit, I thought it was gonna be double out. Never mind. Nice fish, nice Splatoon. My God! No way! It's happening! No! It's happening! Yes! Yes! It's happening, you guys! It's coming in! It's coming! Yes! Splatoon's coming in a Smash Bros, y'all. Okay. Oh my goodness. I just got a heart attack. Oh, okay, so it's over. Alright. Well, we had Splatoon in the Switch, y'all. How did you all think? How did you enjoy this? What did you learn? And for regular start, yeah, that is gonna be all it. So at least we just took the time to watch the entire stream. So just now, that's gonna be all it. So thank you guys so much for the support and hitting 6 or 5 EVER-TASTIC likes. Really appreciating to me, you guys. Really appreciating. So just now, we are gonna go on ahead and keep on looking forward to each and the rest of the new versions of what's the exact is gonna come out soon. But man, I did not play Crash Bandicoot just now because since it released in the PS4, but now it's Nintendo changed their minds and they want to release Crash Bandicoot on the Switch. Okay, but I'm gonna try to play Crash Bandicoot because I have not played all 3 because somehow they one is the first one, the second one, and the third one the rap. So at least we're gonna go ahead and see to ourselves later on, B. So thank you guys so much for watching the live stream of my reaction. So at least we have Smash back once more again. So just now, let's just hope it comes out. All right. I'm still waiting for this, you guys. I'm still waiting for this. I'm so hyped for this. All right. So we are waiting for our chances, alright, and much more of the Nintendo bringing back the old times in the future of what we know and love, because somehow I'm gonna go ahead and just to wait for that. So we have no new Pokemon coming out on the Switch or 3DS because somehow we may have one, because one is Pikachu Detective, Not so sure I'm gonna go on ahead and start that episode up because somehow I'm not gonna go and do that because I'm moving on to Kirby Star Allies because I'm sorry because I just don't want to go ahead and just to expect to blow out all my money just to go ahead and waste every single one of all these games. So just now that's gonna be all it for the live stream of Nintendo Direct. So thank you guys so much for watching. So making sure if you guys are new to the stream, if you are right now, making sure you hit that EVER-TASTIC like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe to 1,000 just to increase up our benefit hires to subscribers like you guys are becoming EVER-TASTIC possibilities up. As you stay tuned in my newest update live stream. So just making sure you watch out for that and stay tuned. Making sure if you already subscribed, making sure you click that EVER-TASTIC notification bell. So just making sure you are staying tuned on my latest upload, alright? Or the latest update live streams. So just to keep that in clear. So at least that is going to be all it. So thank you guys so much for coming, and we will talk to you guys sooner or later of more of nothing. So at least that's going to be all it. So take care of you guys, and we will talk to you guys later on the. So just let me end the stream.